On. Hello, people, and welcome to that Idol. Okay. It was supposed to be a British accent, and then it turned left.
Oh, I thought it was. I don't even know what I thought.
Hello, people. No, it's pretty British. It's Cockney.
Is it?
I don't know. It's what I think Cockney is. It's
Hello,
Cockney.
people.
Hello.
Hello,
governor.
people.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to the Sleepy Idol, a little pub on 54th and Wickershire. I don't even know. That's the extent. That's the extent of my British accent, y'all. Yes, welcome everyone.
You can catch us on the telly.
On the telly, eating
at
biscuits.
9:30.
9:30. Do they use military time there?
Oh, at dang man. Wait.
I think you're at 12, right?
19? Wait. Why is my brain like 21?
Yeah, I was gonna say
21.
If you work backwards, it might be easier. Yes, at 21 o'clock.
Literally.
You can catch us on the telly. Actually, not even the telly, because this is YouTube. On the YouTube.
On the YouTube telly.
On the YouTube telly. YouTube TV. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sleepy Idol. It's your girl, Jan Jazz. We are back at it again. Literally being your sole source of K-pop news, because no one else talks about it. Like,
you get no information elsewhere.
Exactly.
Reddit? Who's she?
I don't know.
Twitter? What?
Who? Like, shut
Elon?
it down.
Why do we don't support him?
Shut it down.
So
exactly. It's kind of crazy that, we have to do on location news coverage. We're actually in front of the SM building right now.
Yes. We're in Korea right now.
Trying to get a statement from Lucas. But no. Hi, everyone.
Lucas, his next solo is gonna be like that Beyonce song. But it's just gonna be somebody saying Lucas.
Are you happy
the French accent?
But yeah, everyone, welcome back to the show. For some reason I feel like we haven't done this for a long time, but that is untrue. We were like 1 week off.
Yeah.
And then that's literally it.
Yeah.
But it seems like we haven't done this in 300 years. So, of course, though, I'm going to ask Jazz. We got to live vicariously through somebody, and it's got to be you. So, what have you been up to? Spill the beans. All right? The beans aren't going to spill themselves.
I aged up. That's about it.
Hey! She is now 22 years old, y'all. Feeling good.
Literally, my sister gave me a card that said 22. They're like, just say that you're 22. And I was like... You understood the assignment.
Wait, was it like it ran out of cards, or she was just like, you know what, we'll do this?
No, it was like, I think it literally was like saying like, just fake it till you make it. Basically.
That's cute. That's kawaii. That's kawaii des. Honestly though, all jokes aside, 30 is young. Like 35 is young. It is. Mm-hmm. Okay, but think about it. Okay, think about it this way. I'm dead ass. New Yorkers, that one's for you. I'm dead ass.
Is that what it's for?
I'm trying to raise our New Yorkian constituency. Listen, but say you live to be 70. That means you still have more than half your life. So are we really gonna throw in the towel at 30 when you have so many years? Like, I think about it this way. Betty White, when she went on SNL for the first time, she was like 80 something. And, she was doing these new things. She had this resurgence. She was literally an old lady, like in her 60s when SNL started. That's a long ass life. When she was on it. It was a full thing.
And she was old then.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you're 30, you're also still old.
It's not okay.
You can act young.
Okay, but
I'm kidding.
No, think about this. No. I'm really trying to put it in perspective because you're old to like a 16-year-old. But what 30-year-old is hanging out with a 16-year-old that's not related to them? I saw this Reddit post. No. It was like a listener letter type call-in advice thing that I saw. And it was like, hey, guys, I think I'm about to like stop hanging out with my younger sister because we have a strained relationship because she's so disrespectful. Right now I'm 30 and she's like 16. And every time I talk to her, she's like, why aren't you married? Don't you feel sad that you are blah blah? Like, how are you 30 and not with kids? And then when she asks me for pocket money and I say no, she's like, wow, so you at your big age of 30 can't even give your younger teen sister pocket money? that's embarrassing. Like, and it's like, okay.
Like, I can give you the money. Can and will are two different things. Like, what the heck? Especially with a mouth like that. Like, you can nothing.
Exactly. It's like,
what the heck?
You can get a job. You can clock in at the Kroger.
You're old enough.
Exactly.
Go work at the Starbucks. I know that's where you guys go. Get your pumpkin spice latte.
Exactly.
All day. Get your discounts.
Exactly. But that's just all to say. Obviously, a 16-year-old will think that 30 is ancient, but I don't know. I think it depends who you surround yourself. And I think
you can also be 29 and also think 30 is ancient. So, you know.
Okay. I do have to upgrade my vocabulary, because I remember when like we were like in college, I'd always be like, that man is 35. Like, but in comparison, it would be. In comparison, it wasn't. No, because recently I had a stint with somebody who was like 34 or something, and I was like, oh, that's like my same aged friend. Like, we would have been in school together, so I can't be dramatic about it, even though they are a bit.
I can be dramatic.
That's
like my sister's age.
Stop.
Sorry, like when I can.
I thought your sisters were. Well, I don't want to put her business on Front Street. She was born in the 80s.
Around that age. Yeah.
Oh, why did I think she was like very, very early 90s? I thought she was my sister's age, but I think my sister's younger. I think maybe my brother's your sister's age then.
Like, she's like the end.
Okay. Same with my brother. Wow, why did I think she was like, y'all were closer together in age? That's interesting.
Probably because I actually hang out with her friends.
Yeah, that's so cool that you get like an additional group of friends because you're like close with you.
Kind of.
Sister and her
sometimes I would be like, they're like saying stuff like, oh, you're so young, but now I'm like their age and I'm like, wait a minute, you're not that old.
That's so true.
You're all like, I'm a child still, so what are you doing saying that I'm a child? We're all children.
So true. What up to everyone in chat? Leanne says, oh, thank God it's working again. Leanne says, so true. My younger sister is 16 and she calls me an old all the time. LMA.
And you're not even old. Wait,
literally. She's the Gen Z-est among all of us. So her sister's like
you're a grandma.
Gen Alpha or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, they're Alpha now.
She also says, sounds like any teen sibling ever that's not in a strange relationship. That's just a typical young sibling. Yeah, I think that's cute. Also, hey, Daisy and Andre, welcome back. Andre says, I hope my brother doesn't do that to me when he gets that age. And he's very younger than you, because he's literally a baby, so he will. No,
he's gonna turn 12 and be immediately like, you're old. What the heck? Don't hang out with me. Don't pick me up. I don't want to be seen with you. You're ancient.
I feel like,
and then give me money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I was a younger sibling or with that age range, because it's like, you know, if it's like 6 or 7 years, not that you guys are in the same realm of things, but like with that, to that person's point or whatever, it's like, well, they might not really have the money to be giving you, but like if you're already well established, by the time like I'm 12, I'm like, pay up. Pay the younger sibling tax right now. So I would be annoying. It is now.
Like, what do you even know about a tax? Like, you just turned 13. Like, relax.
What did you read that? Which Reddit post did you read that in? Leanne also says, although to be fair, that person who is worried about their younger sibling, I have to constantly hold myself back from challenging my younger siblings to adult. It's on site. It's on site.
That's why I want a younger sibling. I've like always wanted a younger sibling so I can bully them.
It's not. The thing is, it kind of depends on the person, because
it would depend, but I know. I would be the alpha. I was prepared. I was preparing myself from day one. I came out like, all right, where's the little sibling so I can like beat him up. I got the time. I got the skills.
Oh gosh. I think
now I just do that to my dog.
Poor Joseph. Poor Joey.
No, not Joey. My mom's dog. Because that's technically my brother. You know, that's the only brother I have. He's the only one.
Jumping in the chat, Andre says, I will literally be old by the time he thinks about asking me for money. Exactly. Oh, no. I'm like, that's uncle. I have a couple nieces that are like, or not nieces, cousins that are like really younger than me, and I'm just like, girl, just call me auntie, because it's not even about to be like, I'm not even about
I don't want to be called auntie.
I think
keep calling
cute.
me cousin.
I think auntie's very, very cute, and I really love young children. Well, that's the thing. If I had a huge age gap with like a younger sibling, it'd be over. That's my child. Like, I would literally treat them like, give them all the pocket money, dote on them so much, because I just think like young kids are so adorable. So like I would literally be like taking out a loan to try to just like give them everything they want. So that's a dangerous situation for me. But I don't know. Like, I always say I'm so jealous of you, Andre, because I wish I just had a baby I could hang out with. You too, Jazz. Like a baby that you can just chill with. Like,
I'm like out here saying I want to bully them, and you're like, I want to like pamper them. I'm the opposite. I'm like, oh, younger sibling. Oh, I've been waiting for this day. All right, execute plan 1. Being an older sibling.
You bring out a playbook. Leanne says, the thing is, you can bully your younger sibling, but they will bully you back. And there with his yes, especially my younger brother. He was like smaller than me for like all of 2 nanoseconds, and now he's just huge.
Yeah, and then that's when you run. You just never show up again.
You move out the house. You're just like,
you're like in Canada now.
It's done for me. It's actually over for me.
You're in Alaska. You're like, all right, I can't come back. There's no planes going back for the holidays. So.
You FaceTime in for Thanksgiving. Daisy said, nah, my younger siblings are 7 years younger, and they refer to things I grew up with like it was happening in the 1800s. Nah, because there's a limit, because I be seeing Gen Z do this too. It'll be like a Gen Zer that was born in like 1997 and be like, oh my god, what are the millennials doing? Girl, y'all parents waited one more year, we would be right there with you. Don't play. Sometimes I'm calling it at like 4 or 5 years. 7, okay, I can kind of see that, especially if you're on the younger side yourself. But sometimes people be pushing it. It's like, you will be here in 2 minutes. Like, don't wait a second. Like, what's going on? So yes, thank you everyone for showing up at the Sleepy Idol once again. I'll say I tried my best. The visuals are gonna be a little scuffed because I didn't get to resize them because I had to console Jazz because of our first topic of the day. And Jazz,
all right, did you see what I put?
What did you do? wait a second.
You'll see it. I mean, I wish I could hack into your computer and also put it in.
Now you're trying to throw me off my game. Okay, I'm gonna read it. But I literally read whatever I put there. Like, I'm freaking, what is it? The guy from Anchorman.
Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, how he would just read whatever was in the prompter. That is me. So y'all, if I start going wild, know that it was if I mess up at all, know that it was Jazz's fault.
I mean, I didn't type anything. I just put a picture.
Oh.
It's funny because there's a picture of you in the picture. It's funny.
Okay, I gotta see
watching.
It. Oh, that's cute. All right, guys. So starting off with the first topic of the day, I was gonna bury the lead because I know a lot of people do want to talk about your homeboy getting kicked out of WayV and NCT.
So you want to put that picture that I put? Of you saying, I said, don't cry too hard. Stop. I know he was your fave. And then she put a sad emoji because she was sad. That's what I said to her.
Wow, I will be handling this legally with my legal team. You will be sued accordingly. It's fine. But this is not true, y'all. I will say, was I Lucas Stan when he first joined? Yes. But then when he can't go around here gaslighting, greenwashing, gatekeeping, and girl bossing, and gold digging. All right, I gotta stand up for my fellow women. Anyway, so again, guys, I totally forgot to do like the headlines, so we will just get this picture of Lucas, which I was torn because I was like, this is a really good picture of him, and I don't know if that's the right one to use. But
are there bad pictures of him?
There was one I saw where he was looking kind of greasy, but I actually was going to use that in the thumbnail, but then it didn't really match the vibe with Karina, and you have to kind of work around Karina. She's the face of Aespa, so I don't want to do her dirty. But yeah, so I was going to say Lucas is going to jail, and that is not the case. All right, guys. So the long-awaited announcement of the status of, at this point, former member of WayV and NCT, Lucas Graybeal, has finally...
Oh, don't do that to him. Lucas Graybeal did nothing.
Stop. I realized I did not know his last name.
Little grandpa hats.
Right?
Pink.
He stayed with the
Sweaters.
fedora. What an icon. I love that for him. But yeah, so Mr. Lucas we finally got the tea that he is no longer a part of WayV nor NCT. So for some background, I didn't realize, but it's already been 2 years. But of August of 2021, he got into a controversy where he was exposed by ex-girlfriends, ex-romantic partners, that he took advantage of them, gaslit them, and, took advantage of their money and did some light gold dicking as well. So he eventually did apologize, and SM Entertainment made a statement, but basically his activities as a WayV member and as an NCT member have been halted since then. Since then, there's been a lot of speculation as to what was going to happen. There had been like certain things that popped up here and there that made people think that while they're waiting for things to die down, it looks like he will come back. In particular, there is a picture that was leaked with him and Kai by that weirdo Haribo gummy person who was leaking the Jennie and V pictures. So people are like, well, if he's hanging out with the SM girlies, it clearly can't be that bad. And then I didn't even know this, but the damn CEO of Entertainment.
I feel like we talked about this.
We probably did, but it probably washed over my head. But he also posted a picture just hugged up, booed up, loved up with like that's his mean squeeze. I'm confused. Which people were
like right before the stuff with I was gonna say YG with Hybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say this picture does look familiar. I feel like maybe I just didn't realize the context of him being the CEO. So now I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, I definitely would have thought that it was a matter of time before he came back as well. But unfortunately for the people who wanted him back, that is not the case, because on May 10th, SM Entertainment released an official statement announcing that after careful discussion between Lucas and SM Entertainment, it was decided he would leave NCT and WayV to focus on solo activities. There we go. So in particular, the statement read, we have an announcement to share with you regarding Lucas's future plan. After our deliberate discussion, we made a mutual decision to part ways with the group, NCT and WayV, to pursue his individual endeavors. We ask for your understanding and continuous support, as this decision was taken after much consideration of both the members and all the fans who have supported. Lucas is planning on showing his performances through a wide variety of individual works from now on. Once again, we sincerely appreciate lavish love and support from all the fans and ask for your continuous support and interest in the future. I think Lucas also made a individual statement as well, like a post on his Instagram. I don't have the translation here. Oh, here we go. He wrote it in like 8 different languages. Good for him. What a trilingual king. What a trilingual gold digger.
So he's your fave.
I said I will always have a admiration for bilingual people, because I think that's or people who know more.
That's a good cover up.
Not necessarily him, because I don't want to step on your toes, because I know that is your husband.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I haven't said anything about him, but you keep like praising him in his little ways.
Listen, I'm just saying. Okay, listen. Here's what this is the tea. This is what he said. Hello, this is Lucas. Today I have an important announcement to share with you. After much deliberation and reflection, I've made the difficult decision to part ways with the group NCT and WayV. I sincerely feel sorry for members, and it is with a heavy heart that I leave behind a long-standing friendship. It has been nearly 8 years since I first joined them. Jesus Christ. And I am deeply grateful for their care and support. I will cherish these memories and never forget. I hope that the members will remember me as Huang Shi. Bringing up the government name. He said, I'm for real on this one. Not just as Lucas. I genuinely love them and will always support them from the bottom of my heart. It took considerable time for me to reach this decision, and I believe this is the right decision for the good of all moving forward. I intend to muster up the courage to face my fans who have been waiting for me with individual endeavors. I strive to become more mature. Last, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the fans who continue to support me. All right, so he's out of the group. Bada boom, bada bang. What I was really surprised about was kind of the reaction, because as much as you had people that are like, finally girl, get to stepping, And I don't even think it's necessarily that they hate him, a lot of them. I think a lot of people were just concerned because with him being kind of up in the air, it was hard for WayV to have proper promotions because it was like, okay, what are we going to do with Lucas? So now a lot of people are actually more just like, okay, now that he's out, they can promote freely without the awkwardness of like, where's Lucas or whatever. And as a WayV fan, that's good. And, you know, that's good to know. So not even as like a personal thing to him. But I did see a lot of Lucas stans being really pissed at this. Going as far as a lot of people claiming that the decision for him to part ways, although they claimed it was mutual, so was it was giving a slight sprinkle of xenophobia because people feel as though there's been Korean idols under SM who've did worse or like comparable things and did not get removed from the group. I'm guessing they're talking about Super Junior. But so a lot of people felt that, you know, SM was in some way playing favorites or favorite ethnicities with dismissing him. So Jazz, I know. And take your time, breathe in and out. All right, girl. I know that this is a lot. What are your thoughts about them giving him his papers and telling him to walk?
So whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't care if he came back or he left. To be honest, I love WayV. Don't get me wrong.
You are a WayV girl.
I just so I'm like because I do agree that people have gotten away with worse things and still came back. And I feel like sometimes when people talk about Lucas, they make it seem like he, I don't know, like beat up somebody. Like something I was reading, they were like, this is like Yu-chun from TVXQ. And I was like, didn't this man beat up a girl?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how are we comparing? Like, Lucas is messy. But Yu-chun literally attacked somebody. So I'm like, we can't. Those are two different things, and I just find that weird. So
also,
like,
that would be a weird comparison because he wasn't even in SM by that moment. He got kicked out for trying to make a perfume line or whatever the heck that was. I forget.
Yeah, but I don't know. To me, Lucas is like whatever everything I don't know that was said about him was still alleged. So I was like, I don't know, like what that means.
Yeah, I was watching
if he came back.
Yeah, I was watching some video, and I know that by the end there was multiple accusations, but I think the one that kind of sticks to me was like the girl who was like the fan, and they were meeting up, and he was using her for money and things like that, and promising her all these things, but then he was like cheating on her. So like that's the main one I remember, but I know there was like a couple. But I remember I watched the video today, I forget who, but in the video, and again, it's kind of hard because it's like when it's like an independently made YouTube video, people can be biased, and I do recognize that. But they said that all the like claims against him have been proven false. And I know when I don't know, because I feel like I mean I always look at like the Soupies and stuff like that because like they have like but I don't even know if Soupy really even did a like thorough like follow up to this after the initial like apology and things like that. But yeah, it's kind of hard because like when you kind of let it stew, it does just kind of become this is the guy that did the bad thing, even if we don't have like a nuanced like opinion, a nuanced detail of whatever. And that just might be me forgetting, like there might be a bunch of people who've been on this case since it happened and have been doing like the work so I'm gonna fully admit that this is like, you know, above my depth or whatever.
Me too.
But I will say, and Leanne mentioned, I think it is kind of interesting that in this statement, they make it a note that he left WayV, he left NCT, but he's going to continue individual activities. And specifically, they didn't say that he left SM. So do you think that SM was like, okay, so he doesn't affect the other members, let's take him out of these groups, but they still want to keep him as a solo artist? And do you think we'll see him promoting in China and Korea again?
I don't know. I feel like haven't other people left SM groups and then they're like, I'm just a soloist thing, and then they just disappeared.
I feel like that happens a lot, the situations, just because sometimes the interest isn't there in the way people think the interest is there. But I think even if he doesn't become, you know, the next Jay Park, I know
Oh,
y'all
gosh.
are not. Oh, what's that red dot? But yeah, y'all hate me. But I think he still has the stands to like if he put something out, they would buy it. So
I just don't know what he would do. Like,
don't
is
do
he
this.
rapping
Don't
the whole
do this. He's raising the roof.
I've always thought this. First of all, he wasn't even in the song, so like, why was he? Sorry, that whole entire medley always pisses me off because like they really did Coon like he was just like nothing.
Oh
He was
my
like, they were like, you're in the song, but
God.
you're not gonna be in the dance.
Oh
So
my
like,
God, that's
like,
too funny.
just kind of like show up in the background.
Wait, I want to
Do
show
something.
them this. I don't even know what it's called. Lucas raised NCT raised the roof. Oh, it's that medley, but I don't know if I want to. I wish I could find the TikTok of it. But there's this basically. Well, that's another thing that I mentioned, and also Jessica did mention that they didn't really say Super M, but I think it's safe to assume that he's not in Super M. Taemin would not allow that
because people have been discussing that. They're like, "Art, is he in there?" Like, because it's a different company. That's another thing. I think people are saying Super M's technically not fully SM. It's like another company as well. So,
but
not
Super M has done
just
stuff since he's out. Like, it's not like Super M halted. So if anything, they've already proven.
Well, neither did WayV.
Oh, did they not?
They didn't halt. No.
Oh, well, that's what the girls were saying, y'all. See how I'm a fake
I feel
K-pop
like
stan?
WayV stands. Like, y'all are acting like they haven't done anything sometimes. Some of them will just make it seem like they just went to the dungeon, but I'm like, they literally just had a comeback. Like,
oh,
I think
not
it was
me
this
believing
year.
them. Wait, is this a song
They
that
have
I heard?
Diamonds Only, and then they have Phantom
of the Opera. Okay, I like the direction they're moving in. Do Hairspray next.
And I feel like they're active on their TikTok too.
Oh, so y'all WayV stands have me up here looking like. That's fine. I should have done my due diligence. All right.
Yeah.
Jumping into chat. Daisy says, if anything, I see the opposite. Like, I see clear distinction between how SM treated Lay and Lucas versus Tao and Luhan, meaning they treated them better. Interesting. I never even thought to bring it back to the
Lay's a whole different category than
Lay knows something.
All the other
Lay knows something.
Because Lay literally has his own studio. Lay was out here doing whatever he wanted.
He was the CEO of SM Entertainment.
Yeah.
As quiet as it's kept. Who was Yu Man? Lay Suman.
Just a puppet.
Exactly.
Lay was like, get the company to be under Hybe. And Lee Suman was just like, all right, I'll do whatever you say, sheep. I'll do it. I'll do it.
He was really calling us. Yes, him. All right. That's why I stand. Sorry, I'm trying to move this thing because it's just like kind of weird. But Andre says, like, I know idols don't make a lot of money from their activities, but I'm still shocked he did that. Do you think he was gold? I thought it was more of a power trip thing. Do you think he was gold digging because he was actually poor or didn't have a lot of money? That'd be wild.
He didn't seem like he was gold digging. He seemed like he was just, what you said, power trip. Like he was just like, I have authority, not authority, but I'm known as a celebrity. So you'll do whatever I ask.
Dang, that's scary.
And he liked that.
That's somebody's kink probably out here. So
it was his kink.
Chose the wrong one. Jamia, hey Jamia, how you doing? Said, yes, I've seen the video of people comparing how SM handled scandals surrounding their Korean artists taking legal action as opposed to how the situation was handled. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I should have pulled it up, but I don't actually remember the actual statement they made when all this was coming out. Because I remember there not being like a direct acknowledgement of anything, but not necessarily being like similar to how you guys are saying we're taking legal action, which made it very much seem like they somewhat are believing it's true-ish, or at least not speaking up against it, and just went like the apology route because this was just messy in general. So
I'm wondering if it's harder for them to do that when the root is China. Like, what are they gonna do against Chinese like netizens? They don't have power. They can't just be like, I'm gonna sue you. Like, that's not their land.
That's interesting. Yeah, maybe that was it. V says, from what I understand, he's still under SM and in Super M. SM just wants their money from investing in all these years. Well, now that you made that point that Super M's under somebody else, you know, I guess that would make sense because like if they have contracts with other people who need to be in the decision whether to remove them, and those people particularly do not care, which if it's like a Western company that has some stake in them, I could see them not being like, what the heck are you even talking about? But the fact that he's under SM still, companies. I mean, a bunch of companies, don't get me wrong, but you know, they're probably just like, what are y'all talking about? But like the fact that he might still be in Super M, I feel like is very, I mean, might still just be an SM in general, and they might support his activities as a soloist, is also very interesting. So we'll see what happens there. Daisy said, let's be honest, the only soloist not active in an active group. The only soloist active not in an active group is Boa, and Lucas ain't no damn. Y'all are pummeling on this kid. Honestly, I will say,
is he the only one? Really? Isn't it Zami?
Jomi.
Jomi.
When was the last time he released anything?
I thought he did something recent. Didn't he do something with some people? I think he did a song with, was it Lucas?
Oh, like an SM station?
Was it an SM station? I thought he had a comeback.
I don't remember, but that stopped. Rewind, stop. Best song, best K-pop song. Like everyone else disband. What are you doing? Anyway,
maybe it was a SM station.
Andre says, what?
Oh, never mind. I was trying to read something, but I guess I read it wrong. You can continue.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Well, Andre says, but they did the 7 Light thing during that concert they had. Oh yeah, I saw that. Super M, they made an allusion to 7 members because they did had 7 lights in some like teaser trailer thing. So a lot of people are
how many members are there?
7.
Oh,
Taemin, Kai, Baekhyun, 10, Mark, Lucas.
You say Kai?
Kai.
Did you say
no, I said Kai.
Taemin? You said Taemin.
Because I started from the top.
Started from the bottom.
Taemin, the star.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
Another. Did you say Taeyong?
Yeah, Taemin, Baekhyun.
Is he on that group? Wait, Kai, who's in this group?
Taeyong. I didn't say Taeyong. Okay, I can only talk about one scammer a day. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
He apologized. He cried on camera.
Back. I know. I'm so bad. Somebody's gonna clock me. NC citizens are gonna come for me one day. So I'm gonna stop.
He's called citizens.
What is it? N citizens. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry.
Because it just makes it easier without sounding weird. Like you're having
N citizens.
Like you're like.
Oh, okay. Wait. B says, as a WayV stand, their comeback was delayed until this year because of the scandal. I imagine it'd be awkward because people are gonna ask about it and be like, "So where that Lucas though? He is tall, I will say." I'm just saying, okay. I'm just stating facts and nothing else. Because even in that video where he didn't know his left from right, have y'all seen that raise the roof video where he just does not even know, and apparently he's not even in the song. What is he got the same dirt on whoever as what he did.
That doesn't make any sense. Like they really had him in that I forgot what it was called. They had like a song where they had all 20 or 19 members for the was it 2019 or 2018? I think it was 18 members. And he was out here like in the front rapping. I was like, who let this man? Of all the people, there's 18 of them. Why is he there?
I did not know that people did not like Lucas to this ability.
I don't hate Lucas. I just didn't think he had the talent. And I've always said that.
You are a talent stan.
I never bagged down.
She's a talent stan, guys. You know how they are. I always thought his raps were nice. I thought he had a nice rapping voice. But it's not like I thought he was Beyonce. I mean, I don't know him well enough to...
Definitely not
Beyonce or whatever, but I don't know. I thought that he did what he needed to do because I remember, I feel like, and I'm probably wrong, but you know how I talked about how like I think I would not want to be a member of NCT if I was a male idol or trainee under SM because I feel like it's very hard to compete with people who had been debuted years before you but are technically a part of the same group. Like, why would somebody look at you when they have Taeyong, when they have Mark, where they have Jaehyun, and all those people that have been here for a while? Like, it's very hard to get attention or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that Lucas was one of the first newer members that was able to just get this like weird amount of attention despite debuting later. And I was like, oh, well, he must have something. Like, even if, you know, he doesn't have the best singing voice or he's not the best rapper.
That's all he had.
I think he was also funny, right? I think people thought he was funny. I remember him being kind of like a variety doll for a hot
he kind of reminded me of Daniel from
Chaniel from no, just kidding.
Oh, how dare you. How dare.
Not you a Chaniel stan. Okay, you
gotta support them all.
You can't be a solo stan.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Andre says, I mean, y'all saw that compilation of him being all the thing is, I saw that, but I also was like, okay, this is a funny key, but like this is super. I don't even know if that was a commonality with him messing up or whatever, but you know, I'm sure you can find mess ups from everyone and make a compilation.
Yeah,
doesn't mean it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like I said to you before, I was like, I feel like I've seen so many compilations where it would just be like K-pop bloopers or mess ups. Like I used to just watch those for fun. Mm-hmm. Like EXO's done it, SHINee's done it. Like they just mess up on stage and it's funny. Mm-hmm. But like I feel like people saw these things of Lucas and they're like, haha, you know, that was cute, that was funny. And then now they're like, wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
No.
You suck.
That's such a good point. You actually suck.
Yeah, I remember you texting me and I was like, yeah, it's funny how things change depending on what like people know about you or feel about you, because like 1 minute it's cute, but then it's actually you're the bane of society's existence because you never get the news right and stuff. V says, like, I think Lucas is trash, but that man is fine. V, stand up. Stand up. No, literally me and J Park. A Daisy says, in the world of Aretha Franklin, beautiful gowns. Don't beautiful gowns him. Strawberry Chol says, hey Strawberry. I mean, the whole offbeat, some of them he was standing beside the best dancer in K-pop Taemin, so people looked into it too much. The one,
but he was in WayV also messed up. So I was like, what the heck? They were all on beat. And they're not all the best dancers in NCT except for like maybe like there's 10. But like everyone else, like,
listen, because Lukites, listen. If y'all want to come subscribe, we still would accept you. No, yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I think the one where like Taemin pushed him into place, I think it's so funny.
I didn't see it.
You can like literally
it was so blurry.
Yeah. For some reason, even in those compilations, it was so blurry. And I was like, excuse me, were these performances from the Stone Age? What's going on, y'all? It's been 8K since he's been out. So what's going on? They were trying to like hide it, Lucas fans. They like deep fried it,
but they're also posting.
They're torn. They want to stand him and post it and spread the word, but they also don't want to see him humiliated. But yeah, overall, you know, Jazz and other fellow Lucas stans, it looks like we're gonna get a solo debut. So, you know, make sure to keep the coin purse full, so you have something to buy the light stick with.
He might not do anything. He might just act.
He might just model.
That too, yeah.
He's very tall.
I like how that's the only thing people have said. He is tall. And that is enough.
Sometimes it is. I'll stand up one day, but not today. Strawberry Chill says, I would cry and never dance again if Taemin pushed me. Because it wasn't even like a cute, like, go over there. It was like, bitch, move! Oh my God. Not in my bastion. Move.
What?
I think that's the funniest thing. It was very, very short. Like, it wasn't, I'm being good grounded, but it was kind of like just an abrupt push him into place. Like, stop playing with me.
This is the second time today. I've told you stand over there. And you keep coming in my space. I gotta pop and lock.
No, because the one in the Raise the Roof run, I really want to play it. I really should have found the link or something.
He started spinning around. I was like, okay, did you just what just happened? He was like, maybe if I just like move around, I'll just blend in
I
with the
said
background.
he was strong and wrong, like from the
He said, "I'm gonna
beginning.
raise the roof." Just disappeared. Like, it's very confusing. Everyone else has like a beat behind it.
And then he just twirled to somewhere else, and I was like, "Why were you ever in the middle? Like, be honest, be honest."
On a big stage.
Stop the slanderization of Lucas, guys. The Lucaites are gonna get us. Oh, hey, Jordy. Jordy says, "Hello, CLW. Who's gonna be doing the singing? LOL, JK. Love you, Lucas." The thing is, I will say, I said that about Kai before. And like 3 albums later,
let's not.
I'm just
you
saying.
Actually had at least a moment. We all had a moment in history where we heard Kai sing in that song, and he was like, we were all like, "Oh, the vocals are there," and then it disappeared for a bit, you know. And then he brought him back.
Drew Seeley has been working. Drew Seeley. But
you have never heard Lucas sing and been like, "Yeah, that's it."
I've never heard him sing. So to be fair,
so
who knows? What if it's one of those just really weird things where they're just like, you're gonna be a rapper because you have like a rapper ask, but then like, you know, we see a video link and he leak like from him like singing in the bathroom. He's like, "Oh, happy day." He like hits that high note and he's like, "You wash my sins away." He's a gospel singer.
You know, BTS stands would like destroy his whole entire being. Like,
that's V's
every
song.
Little last thing.
The song that came out, I don't even know. The Stone Ages. It's V song. What's going on?
It's V song now.
But yeah, that's really funny. If he really has a whatever of being offbeat and not being, I think that's very funny to me. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to think it's cute. I'm sorry, guys. I already told you I'll stand up one day, but not today. But yeah, so he. Good luck to him. I think it's time to move on to some. I don't even know what's next on this docket. Oh,
that's a teen top.
All right, nursing home. The nursing home band better stop right in front of the Sleepy Idol because
joining Hongbin. You know?
Oh no! What is it up with male idols from second gen and live streams?
Well, Hongbin's third. You know,
he's third.
Was it 2013? Yeah, VIX.
Oh my god, you're right.
They're after EXA.
Dang, why does that seem not right to me? I don't know. Everyone.
Because it's been a decade.
Oh no, don't say it out loud. But yeah, we are talking about Jasmine's second man, and that is.
First of all, let me tell you, I was like, who the heck is this man? I forgot he was in this group. I'm not even kidding. I looked at this guy. I was like, okay, there's Ricky. There's Neil. Chunjo. I was like, okay. And then I looked at him and I was like, who the heck is that?
Well, was he always this?
And then I was like, oh yeah, he was a leader, right?
Was he? I'm not sure.
Or was it Chunjo? It might have been him.
The one who stood out to me was Neil. That's the only one I knew.
Yo, Neil always out here with his lips.
He Kylie Jenner who? On period. But his are natural, okay? So don't mess with
me. I
know. But was he always a sticky thick? Because I was looking at this and I was like, there was another picture and I was like, he's kind of.
It's the way he's wearing that sweatshirt. He said, "Ooh, flopped it up." He's slouching.
Oh, okay.
Wow. He might be buff.
We'll get him. Yes, guys. So all of the senior citizen K-pop fans come here because we have some news for you. The resurgence of Teen Top is among us. So I don't even know how to really put this, what context to give. So I guess I'll just give the context of this live stream. So essentially, no, I'll give the full context. So essentially, if I have this correct, Teen Top has been having a little renaissance due to the fact that recently they were invited on a show that's hosted by Yoo Jae-suk called Hanging With You. And so on the show, Yoo Jae-suk talked about how a long time ago, like 3 years ago, he got a group of fellow comedians, you know, gagmen together, and they formed a group called One Top. And basically this goal of this group called One Top was to cover the song To You by Teen Top, because that's one of Yoo Jae-suk's favorite songs. So they did it, they performed it, yada yada yada. 3 years later, they invite Teen Top on this Hanging With You program so they can formally meet each other, Teen Top and One Top, and kind of have a thing. And so for what I understand, because of that situation, Teen Top has kind of been having like a cute little pop-off resurgence, and it's kind of resulted in like some newfound interest in them. And on top of that, Teen Top also said that they're going to be having a comeback to celebrate their anniversary this July. So with a mix of that, Teen Top's on the mind of fans, and maybe older generation stands, all the same. All right, so that's where we get into this Cap member and apparently maybe leader of Teen Top. I guess whilst this is all happening, he had opened a YouTube channel where he live streams, right? And so I guess because of all this news about Teen Top in the media, a lot more people that maybe not always would be on his live stream started to visit his live stream, especially people who were interested in him due to his association with Teen Top. So during the live stream, he's like, y'all, let me smoke some crack. Just kidding. He takes out a cigarette and starts smoking. And so I guess some people, being new to this and not true to this, they were surprised, I guess, at him taking a cigarette out, especially now that he will be promoting potentially as a Teen Top member. That's not very idol-like, that's not good for you and stuff like that. And so there's people who start making comments in the stream about like, hey, why are you smoking, dude? That's kind of like weird. That's kind of like a besmirchment of Teen Top's image. You just pulling out a smoke. So in response to that, he kind of got annoyed. And so I'm gonna read the full thing because you gotta seep in, how he was like coming for these people. And in this translation, I don't think there's any swear words, but like one of the big things is that he was swearing at them. So a lot of people found that disrespectful. But in response to that reaction to him smoking, he says, so earlier when I smoked, there was someone saying, can you at least not smoke in broadcast? He continues on, do you know why that pisses me off? First of all, if these people who weren't around to watch my broadcast before, they suddenly showed up because there was news that we were having a comeback. They suddenly show up here and say, you shouldn't be doing this or that. And they beep shit on me. And I don't want to deal with that. They weren't even my consumers from the beginning, but they just think that they can come in and tell me what to do. And I don't like that. It doesn't sit with me well. He continued, so I've been thinking, why are these people coming and shitting on me? And it's because I'm part of a team. And so their reasoning is that I might cause harm on the team. But see, if they were really so concerned about my actions, then they should have come to me about it at least 6 months ago, not now. If you don't like my actions, so say so right away, not because the comeback is around the corner. Furthermore, he claimed during the broadcast, I'm thinking I just might not do the comeback. My contract is supposed to end in July anyway, so if I'm causing harm to the team, as they say, then I guess I'd better not be in the team. That's what I've been thinking about for a week now. Maybe it's actually better for them that they go on without me. I'm going to think this through, and I will let you know by next week what I decide on. I will consult my company I'll consult my team and company. So obviously this was a very like abrasive way to address this whole thing. And Teen Top Media, they released an apology. He released an apology. But before we continue, I'm just gonna put a pin on there. What is your opinion of his reaction to these people? Do you think he was in the right? Do you think he was in the wrong? Do you think he was in the left? Do you think he was in the right? What are your thoughts?
Actually, was like when I first read this, I was like, he's not wrong. Like, because like you can't. He's been doing this on stream for months, and then you come in and then start like dragging him and saying he's gonna bring down the team, and it's like he's been doing this. You can't just come in here and then start like acting like you have authority just because you're a fan of his group. I do think that he could have handled it better, but I do understand where he's coming from, because that's just like, I don't know, that's this weird behavior to just be like entitled to telling him what to do when you didn't care what he was doing before.
Yeah, I think that's what gets me the most, because obviously I don't follow Teen Top very, very closely, but like I like follow the overall K-pop general, like what's going on, and like they haven't been like popping like they were back in the day for a while. So I kind of feel annoyed that people who, I don't want to say abandoned me, but like did not care about me, and I decided to like get my own live stream and start doing my own thing and kind of like move on. And now because I'm kind of popping again, all of a sudden you're flocking to my thing and telling me how to act. It's like, where were you years ago when we weren't charting, we weren't doing anything? Like, it just seems like you're very opportunistic. So to think that you can run the show is kind of, so like, yeah, I was in the same vein of you, how like the delivery was really bad, but like, yeah, it's kind of like, I also get what that person was saying, that you're harming the team, but it's just kind of like, leave me alone. Like, yeah, you're annoying. But even then, it seemed like he took responsibility. He's like, well, you know, there's a point to me hurting the team, so why don't I just quit? Like, it does seem kind of reactionary. Like, he's like, well, I'll just quit then. But, you know, it's actually a pretty solid line of thought, you know? But, like, I don't know. It just kind of seems like, yeah, if he realized that all the things that you have to do that come with an idol, it doesn't suit him anymore, then he should probably move on. Because, all right, jumping into chat. Not geriatric K-pop stands reporting with duty. You know that's right. Leanne says, I think one top never got to formally perform or film dance cover or video due to people's schedules not matching up in the ongoing pandemic. So it was even more of a full circle moment for them to reunite on Hanging With You and then meet Teen Top. Oh, I didn't know that. That is pretty cool. Strawberry Troll says, he's a grown man. I hate it when K-pop fans act like royals have to be respectful. He did nothing wrong. Maybe he should have worded it better, but I see his frustration as a grown frustration. He's grown. They need to leave it alone. True. Andre said, maybe it's not the question of what he said, but how he said it, which I think is fair. Like, you didn't really need to curse anyone out. Even if they didn't even have the best interest, like they were being like clingy and like PR stands or whatever, that is like kind of annoying. A Daisy says, why people think they can police a whole grown-ass man? He's better than me because I would have called them everything but a child of God. Wow. This is why we couldn't be famous, y'all. Because y'all can't.
I already know that if a fan, the whole thing of like going into the airport and people touching you, no. Like pushing, shoving, like I already know that's what I do when I feel like crowded. Like, I'll push you. I don't care. Like, I'm trying to get the heck out of here. So fans would be on the ground. I'd be stepping on top of them. Maybe I would try and skirt over nicely, but if another person pushes me to step on them, I'm not going to say sorry.
Yeah, that's so true. Like, some fans really be annoying with that whole, like, overstepping the boundary, and then when you do say something stern, and I'll admit, again, I feel like maybe what he said was a little harsh, but you can also be really, really stern and harsh and not necessarily cuss people out, but people will then call you mean for that too. So it's just kind of like, yeah, like you would be in the right to push somebody, but then people will be like, Jazz pushing fans? A modern day Taeyong.
I'm like, I do it again. Try me.
Like, Taeyong flips you an Inkigayo sandwich. It's like, I like the way you move, kid. Jamia says, I feel like these older idols, or I feel like the older these idols get, their patience becomes less and and he's probably not as passionate for the idol life he was at his prime. And I think that's the big, because I feel like he probably maybe in some ways always felt this way, but it was like, you know, you had to keep your mouth shut because, you know, you're an idol that's trying to get famous. But now it's just like, girl, I'm here with my damn, I don't even know, he has a painting of freaking, I don't know, Star Wars painting behind him, and his
I think they're trees.
Oh, I saw the red and the blue. Isn't that Star Wars colors?
Yeah.
May the fourth be with you, and also with you.
Also, like the flag of many countries.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know what country he's repping, but with his gamer chair, and he's in the damn darkness. I don't even know what Black Lagoon he's in, but hey, he can't even get the lights on. So yeah, he's chilling.
Didn't drag him.
I'm not dragging him.
He'd probably drag you. He'd be like, where were you 6 months ago?
I was like, I was nowhere to be found. I was nowhere to be found 6 months ago. So I was nowhere to be found 8 years ago. I'm so sorry. I didn't a stan boy groups like that. Y'all already know. I'm not being shady. Strawberry says it's giving the whole Hyunbin situation. It shows some idols or companies aren't offering media training, which is often what this situation leads to. True. And I feel like, again, as an idol, once I think it's one of those things, right? And again, I'm not being shady, but I think, like, for example, no offense, to an extent, I feel like Taeyeon would never say this, despite being an idol that has been around in a long time, because I feel like she's still very much in the public eye. I feel like when you're an idol that maybe used to be a part of a really active group, but maybe that kind of died down or didn't work out, so now you're doing your own thing, but you still have some type of like semblance of like notoriety, you're kind of probably over it, because it's like, well, you guys expect me to act a certain way, but don't give me the support of an actual idol. So why should I, rise to the occasion of whatever you think I should be when I don't get the money that Taeyeon gets? I don't get the notoriety that, Kyungsoo gets. I don't know. Like, what is the point? Like, I'm going to just say whatever I want because, like, this is the real me. This is the unfiltered me. And what am I trying to prove to? Who am I trying to prove to what? But yeah. I don't know. You can tell who's media training. Yeah, I feel like even like media training, I feel like some people just don't care anymore. Like even if they did have a moment, they're like
Congdon. He was out here just drinking. He was just like, I am drunk, and I am prepared to just, ruin my life.
Oh god, that's so wild. Oh god, that's crazy. I think it was crazy because he brought other idols in it, even though to this day I'm not even quite sure what his point was, but it's
I don't think he knew. And now he's still sitting there in his little apartment like, what the heck was I doing? What was I on?
Oh my god.
Who spiked my drink?
Oh my god. All right, so continue on with the story. It was eventually announced on May 11th that he would leave the group. His company released a statement saying that he apologized for his actions, and he also released a personal statement where he expressed apologies for his actions to his fans, to the agency, and the members. And essentially, he kind of alluded to what we were talking about, where it really, really seems like the idol life is not for him. When he said, "For a long time, I felt like I was wearing clothes that didn't fit. I wanted to take those clothes off now, so I ended up behaving improperly." So maybe like a little bit of frustration, being like, I don't want to be an idol anymore, so stop trying to hold me to those standards. Top Media also announced that the scheduled promotions of the comeback in July would carry on, but this time with 4 members: Chunji, Neil, Ricky, and Changjo. And then following this announcement that he no longer would be a part of Team Top, he actually went back on his YouTube to do another live stream, basically going into more detail about, the situation and kind of how he was feeling. So one excerpt from that I thought was really interesting is that he said, "I had a feeling that it would turn out this way. I never openly talked about it before with anyone, but I've always wanted to pull out of the group at some point. I had actually made up my mind when I said that I would discuss the matter with the members and the agency, and saying that was in some ways lying to myself. In reality, I had intended on leaving the group from the beginning." He also clarified, which I think is pretty interesting. He says, "I personally don't believe that my actions were wrong. My apologies for lying to the fans. It seemed like our contracts would be extended soon with all that was happening, and that was pushing me into a corner, which made me act in an extreme way." So yeah, he's out of the group. It seems like he also mentioned on the live stream that like him and the members are on good terms, so it's not like the girls are fighting out here. But yeah, I just thought that was very interesting situation. And yeah, I don't know. Anything else you want to add about your faith?
The one that I forgot was in the group. I was like, who's Cap? Who the heck is that? I was like BAP? What are we doing? I was very confused.
I don't do Cap like this.
I remember now. And I'll remember forever now after this. So.
Yeah. Well, good for him. I want to read a couple more comments. Daisy says, "Nah, I feel like K-pop culture does not allow idols to set boundaries and stans feel the type of way that idols do." Yeah, that's true. I forget who was it. Was it Chen? Was it somebody who like people were stalking them and he like really sternly was like, "Leave me the hell alone." And people are like, "Dang, you kind of mean though."
Is that Baekhyun? I remember when Beckham like showed the phone number.
Oh yeah, that was it. He showed the phone number.
I was like, yo, who's calling me? Is that you? All right.
They be calling my name, baby, and when I call, no, that. Yeah, that is actually a perfect example because so if you guys don't know what the context is, Baekhyun was on a live stream and some Sasang kept calling him, and so he just was like bet and flipped around and showed the phone number and was like, wow. And didn't it stop after that? They're like, oh, my bad.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, how dare you?
Pretty much.
How dare you put that number out there? And it's like, what?
Because I think people were criticizing that, even though it was a damn Sasang. But then people are like, okay, but then the next person who gets that number is going to be harassed too. And I'm like, but isn't that the Sasang's fault for not letting up? Like, how is that Baekhyun's fault? Just say you hate EXO and go.
Just change your number after that.
Exactly. We are the long number, so don't call me no more. That's for the TVXQ scans out there. Strawberry also says, this is why I know I can't be an idol. I be spilling every tea I know to everyone listening to me. Imagine one of your members is dating in secret and you're just like on Strong Heart.
You're Gossip Girl. Yeah. Like, XOXO. Gossip Girl. They're like, what the heck?
Oh god.
Only so you funny. Knew about this information. You're Gossip Girl.
Chen has 2 kids and you run. Trying to distract him.
We knew this. Is there a third one? That's what we're waiting for.
Oh god, so damn
third child.
All right, so moving on to the next story. Let's talk about, because they need to leave my girls alone. They need to leave my girls alone, and I mean that on period.
You're right. Disney needs to leave them alone and give this role. I'm kidding.
Stop. All right. So if you guys, it is really weird without having like a tag, like a running news topic thing. It's just like, there goes Danielle staring at us. But yes. So New Jeans stands. I wouldn't say that this is their first scandal, but maybe this is the first time people are actually like legitimately hating on them and not Min Young or whatever her name is. Hee Jin Young, Hee Min Ji, whatever her name is. Danielle from New Jeans has been catching a bit of heat recently, and I guess hype at a large, but we'll just focus on her for now. So recently it was announced that Danielle from New Jeans would be providing the Korean dub voice and singing voice for Ariel in the Korean dub version of The Little Mermaid, which recently got released. So like right off the bat, a lot of people started criticizing her because obviously in the English version, it was Halle Bailey, who's like an incredible singer, like amazing, you know, big Beyonce, all that. But then also usually with like voice acting roles and like Disney Pixar, you get people with really good voices, like stage actors, musical actors, and things like that. And a lot of people were saying, well, you know, she's good for like a rookie K-pop idol, but is she really good when it comes to like what's expected for the standard for these type of dubs and this type of singing? And at one point, I really wanted to show it because at first I thought people were gassing it a bit because like she has a cute voice, like she's a young cute singer, like it's fine or whatever. And so somebody made a video that basically compared at the time the only song we had out was Part of Your World. So it compared Halle Berry, who does the English. I was about to say does the English verse, is the English actor in the original one that's coming out. The Japanese dub voice, who I wasn't able to find her name, but she is a professional like musical actress. And then it compared Danielle, who was doing the voice and the singing for the Korean version. And it's so weird because it's like, I do think like a part of this is because she's New Jeans, Danielle, blah blah, but I did hear how it just wasn't giving what it's supposed to give in comparison. Like I won't sit here and lie and act like she's out here sound like Halle Berry or even this Japanese voice actress, because again, it is a professional voice actress. And even a lot of people criticize the fact that then when they announced that she was Ariel, they announced it alongside another actress who was known for musicals, was in like Mamma Mia and stuff like that, and she was playing Ursula. So people are just like, one of these things don't belong or whatever. So yeah, essentially there's a lot of criticism saying that her voice, she doesn't have the voice capabilities to be singing this, and they should have just given it to like a proper like voice actress or like stage actress or whatever, because not only is it like, oh, she can't handle it, but also you just took like a great opportunity for somebody who actually does this for a living or whatever. So a lot of people were criticizing it. And then even more so now that we have the big four, y'all, I will never freaking get used to this. People accused Hybe of throwing around their privilege in getting her this, even if she wasn't the most fitting, which is so interesting as somebody who was around when Hybe, aka Big Hit, I get that Big Hit and Hybe are the same thing, but were considered the underdogs that this was happening to, as opposed to doing it, you know. But yeah, all this privilege. Now I thought it was interesting because in an article I read, Korea Disney, so the people who were responsible for the movie in Korea, apparently they approached Danielle to take on the role of Ariel in Korea, and after thinking it over, she accepted, and this would be her first dubbing situation that she's done. So Disney reportedly decided that Danielle was the right person to dub Ariel in Korean because she is a dual citizen of Korea and Australia, is both fluent in Korean and English, has been involved in various broadcasting activities and singing since she was a child, and is very popular among teens and people in their 20s. So again, what's always so interesting with these situations, because this is very akin to that whole like late 2000s, early 2010 thing where people would get really mad when idols were cast in dramas and they weren't very good, where it was like, I get your point because a bad acting idol can ruin a drama, but also it was the director that chose to cast this person and chose like that they wanted that person's popularity over somebody who was maybe didn't have the built-in audience and was like a rookie actor but was good. So similarly, it's like, what can you do when Disney literally was like, hey y'all, stay in the middle? No, just playing. So you want Ariel or what are we doing here? Like, what can you do?
She could say no. I'm kidding.
Oh God. I mean, yeah, so yeah, a lot of people have been going back and forth, but Disney, they said we want her. But one thing that I thought was very interesting, and in the same article that I read that in, apparently there has been a situation in Korea where a dub was so bad they ended up redoing it. So apparently in 2007
of this?
No, not of this, of another thing. But in 2007, the Japanese Japanese animated movie Your Name was dubbed in Korean by actors Ji Chang-wook, Kim So-hyun, and Lee when it was released in 2017. But it was met with harsh criticism from anime fans, but people were saying it wasn't bad. And so following the success of movies like Suzume's Doorstep, Media Castle, the importer of Your Name decided to re-release the Korean version of Your Name in May with professional voice actors. So there is, history of redubbing something because people thought it was trash, even if it's just one example. So we'll kind of see. But
that'd be sad.
I know. I'm like, well, as long as Disney deposited the check, I'm just gonna have to
give me Wendy. I'm just saying, if Wendy was out here, I think she would do a great job. Dude, putting their name in the ring.
Did Disney and Hybe have something going on? Because I'm actually really surprised SM didn't swoop in there and be like, all right, we got all these girls, take your pick. Who you want?
Especially because wasn't Taeyeon in Frozen?
Yeah. So, was she Elsa or Anna?
I don't know.
She was Olaf.
Well, I was like, really? Wait.
Imagine. That would be so very funny to me.
And then no redub? I mean, she did very well.
The girls were like,
she got the point across.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel bad because I feel like, articles talking about how you're not good at singing isn't fun. But at the same time,
she's not even bad at singing. It's just, I wouldn't have picked her.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's like you almost seem like you're nitpicking because it's like, oh, we're no one's saying she's bad. It's just that she's not Halle Bailey. She's not a musical act. Yeah, which is really hard. But I mean, there was an interesting conversation that came up where a lot of her fans were like, you guys are just picking on her because she's New Jeans. Like, it sounds fine. You guys are being dramatic. And like this idea that she was like good or whatever. And then like I saw it, I forget what forum I was on, but they were like, I'm tired of this like whole thing where like it's just okay for idols to be passable, and if you're not okay with passable quality, or you call out that it's like mediocre, like not amazing, then you're considered an asshole or something like that. It was kind of interesting. All right, jumping in chat because y'all have been on fire. Strawberry says, "Hi, put her up to fail. She's too new in the industry. She has an amazing voice, but I feel like it doesn't fit. And she's young, so it would have been better later down the line." That's true. It's kind of like with them luxury brand things. Not just with New Jeans, but I noticed that it's like now a group will go debut and like 2 seconds later, like they have partnered with Dolce and Gabbana, like as
it lost its meaning.
Yeah, and not like I know that the Blinks be driving y'all wild, but there was a really interesting thing that somebody said, how they said that like Blackpink popularized that, like being the face of like a brand like that, but now everyone is like treating it like it's you have to do it as soon as you debut, which wasn't even what they did, so it's kind of weird. Jordy says, "Yeah, Danielle's cute, but I feel like her voice is like using her voice was a bold, strong choice." Yeah, apparently there was also criticism on her like actual voice acting, people saying that her pronunciation might have been a bit you know, funny or something, but you know, I obviously can't speak to that. A Daisy says, "Not Hot being accused of Paola. Who would have thought we'd see the day?" I have to giggle. I mean, it's very shocking as somebody who was there where they were like the classic, well, Big Hit at least was like the quintessential underdog. Strawberry Troll says, "But I understand why they chose Danielle since New Jeans is a big deal right now, so it makes sense." Yeah, I actually 100%, when they're saying that she's very popular with teens and so on, I was like, yeah, if you want teens in them to come to this thing, making it Danielle, that's like really smart. New Jeans is very popular among like the young demographic these days. B says, "I thought people were just hating for no reason, but seriously, there was no other musical actress for this role." I don't know. Again, like it's like, I guess you could only like I think a lot of the blame goes to the directors because they chose to choose like, you know, clout over maybe getting a stronger musical actress or whatever. But also maybe they just saw it for her. This might have been an open bar question, but Jazz and Jay, would you guys have picked who would you guys have picked in place of Danielle?
I said Wendy.
I would probably pick myself.
All right, so speak some Korean. This is your audition. Tape 1.
I can't even.
And action.
Let's
you gotta say, "I want to be where the people are," but in Korean.
I'm gonna pick Karina for Aespa.
Karina?
You know, I'm gonna pick Liz from IVE.
Ooh,
give her the line she deserves. Imagine. And then
I'm not against that.
And then Starship try to deny her lines after that. After she blows up, puts the Little Mermaid on the spot.
They would. You know they would.
They're like, they won't even promote
anyway.
They're like,
don't know what that was.
Someone, I guess, did something. Why didn't they let her sing the end credit song like Hyorin did for Frozen? That would have been smart. I guess they just thought it would be much more appealing. Yeah.
I want something like different for the end credit like version of a Disney song. Like I feel like Hyorin when she did Frozen, I was like, ooh, she sounds great. I remember I didn't know who she was because I wasn't into girl groups, but I was like, that is whoever that is, get it. I love this.
I recently saw a like a clip of her singing. She did that like Dingo freestyle thing where you just sing all your songs, and I was like,
I think you showed me this.
Yeah. Wow, how your voice gonna be crystal clear like that? Like, what's going on? Like, she was so good. I was like, the girls really don't do it like this anymore, and it's very disappointing. But go ahead, she be singing. Jamia says, "It's interesting to see the discourse about professional voice actors versus celebrities taking roles happen in different countries." I was gonna say, I know that's a big thing here too. I know, especially like the anime voice actor girlies. Every time like a Studio Ghibli movie would come, all the people in like Fullmetal Alchemist and stuff like that would get passed over for like Christian Bale and stuff like that, and people were like, "Oh." But I also think that in some cases, like in Danielle's case, she's like a singer, but like she's not an actress, so maybe there's something there. Because I know like a lot of voice actors will tell you if you want to voice act. I mean, in Japan, I know they have specific like courses where it's just voice acting if you want to be a voice actor. But a lot of them will be like, just take regular acting classes, because you still have to know how to act or whatever. So it's very interesting. Yeah. All right, so we'll keep a pulse on this. I similarly don't think that they're going to redub it. I feel like they're kind of ignoring the discourse online because it's really, I don't know, maybe it's happening in market cross and maybe they already put so much money in it, so they're just like, girl, we're not taking this. But yeah. Ooh. You saw that? A fake Unji.
What the? Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Angie. Moving on. I'll be honest.
Okay. All right. Time to end the stream. Because I don't need to hear it.
I mean, there's something to hear. Because actually, I'm going to credit this next thing that I'm saying completely to Soombi because I'm literally just reading it off an article they created, said that's called Watch YG founder Yang Hyun Suk announced final Baby Monster lineup. So as you guys know, Baby Monster is the new girl group that's going to be coming out of YG Entertainment, and over the past couple months they've been holding a show that basically was supposed to showcase the girls and then cut the lineup down to whoever being the final group. YG previously, I think only a couple weeks ago actually, had said that his ideal lineup would be cutting these girls down to a 5-member group. So that would be meaning cutting at least 2 people. But you know he's a stunt queen. So you know he was lying. You know he was just saying stuff. So on May 12th at midnight, YG Entertainment held a live broadcast with agency founder Yang Hyun Suk announcing the 5 trainees chosen to debut as members of Baby Monster, YG's first girl group in the past 7 years since Blackpink. That's insane. He announced the final members one by one, introducing each trainee and explaining why he chose them for the lineup. His final lineup for Baby Monster was Ayan, Ruka, Chiquita, Haram, and Farida. On why trainees Rora and Asa were kept out of the lineup, YG, I'm just going to say YG, they say his full name here, explained that he wanted Rora to debut with YG's next girl group and that he wanted Asa to take part in a girl group project that he was planning in Japan. Regarding why this decision took 2 weeks to make, YG shared that there are so many fans who wanted all 7 trainees to debut, so he had to reevaluate his decision to choose only 5 members. Elaborating on the importance of fans' opinions, he commented, YG family is not just the gathering of YG artists, as I believe that YG fans and everyone who has diligently tuned into these broadcasts are the true YG. Was this airing on actual TV?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was just a YouTube thing.
I thought it was YouTube.
Oh.
How do you get a TV slot?
Yeah, well, he keeps saying
for this.
Stop. Don't do Chiquita and the girls like this. Yeah, maybe they're just using the term broadcast. YG then took the opportunity to replace the poster board of Baby Monster's 5 members with all 7 trainees, now referring to the 7 group as Baby Monster. Kill me. Baby Monster where the T is a 7.
Oh, wait, is that real? I thought people were just doing that to be cute. Is that real?
I
was like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. But like, that can be like a little thing that they do, but like, not actually. I don't know.
It's giving
more reason of like, everyone else has to listen to this and tell me how they sound because I refuse. I refuse to support any of this.
I think they released.
No offense to the girls.
I think they released a pre-release single, or maybe they're going to. I forget. I mean, but the evaluations are there. If you
90 years from now.
But he says, I will take all 7s with me. The founder explained that the 5 members he initially announced were chosen by YG, while Rora and Asa were chosen by the fans. He added that they were to debut as soon as possible, likely no later than this fall. All right, so we have a 13-year-old. We have a 14-year-old.
She's 14 now.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know.
We have 15-year-olds. Most of this group are minors. Miss Ruka, girl.
I know, that poor girl. Like, she's gonna be babysitting. And then I was reading, somebody was saying like, oh yeah, Ayon's gonna be the leader, and I was like, I swear, if I was a 20-year-old woman
Absolutely not.
and they said this 15-year-old was going to be in charge of me, no. No. No, no. Nope.
Absolutely
This is
not.
not happening.
Absolutely not. There was
Like,
this, speaking of that, sorry, this is separate, but there was a thing where Le Seraphim was interviewed, and they asked, I think it was on Knowing Brothers, and they asked Sakura why she wasn't the leader, because she's the oldest member. She's older than Chaewon by I think like 3 years. But Chaewon, she's the leader, and Sakura's not. I originally thought it was because Chaewon was the oldest Korean member. I feel like sometimes with like 4 members, they're just like, well, anyway, you're old, but that's good for you. Anyway, like, but apparently she said that when she had signed with Hybe to eventually be in this Le Seraphim group, she apparently said that her one stipulation is do not make her leader, because she did not want to be the leader.
I mean,
I was like, all right, girl, that's what's up. No, thank you. She be thinking.
that's me.
She be thinking.
Oh, can I be co-leader? Not like all the like responsibility, but like, you know, I have some authority.
Yeah, you know, we don't want to do too much, but yeah, that's interesting. I really hope, because YG also has that thing where they have notoriously not made the oldest member the leader. CL was leader of 2NE1. Yeah, and
I didn't know that they were so far apart in age until I saw like the conversation about Ayan versus Ruka, and I was like, what do you mean CL was like 7 years younger? That doesn't make any sense. How old are these people? And then I looked up CL and I was like, I thought this woman was like 36.
When she debuted?
No, right now.
Oh. No, she was born like 91.
Yeah.
I think
she was born in 91. I was confused. I was very confused. I was like, my whole entire life is a lie.
I'm pretty sure that Dara and Bomb were 10 years older than Mindy.
Yeah, like, what's it called? Bomb is like 39. Dara is 38. I just looked this up. So, like, fresh in my mind, I was like, I'm in so much confusion. So much. I think CL's 32. I think
that's kind of dope, though, because let me see if I can do the math. Let's see. 6, 10, 9. So they were like 25 when they debuted. Bomb and Dara. I think, is Bomb older?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sandara was like 25, 26, and Bomb was even older than that when they debuted.
What?
Can you imagine?
That just is so interesting to me. I think that's why I just thought they were all the same age.
Oh,
except for Minji. I knew that she was younger. I thought she was just like, all 3 of them were the same age, and then they had their little maknae that was like 5 years younger than everybody. Well, 3.
That's free babysitting. But I actually find that really, really charming, because obviously, you know, we can say YG privilege, which is fair, but the fact that you debuted these girls well into their adulthood and they became a big group anyway. So you don't have to debut you don't have to debut 2-year-olds.
But then they won't be baby monster.
Oh, yeah.
They would just be monster. Adult monster.
Oh god.
And that's not cute.
Oh. Okay. Well, oh my god. Absolutely not.
Adolescent.
Me in a group with a middle schooler when I could be in college? Absolutely not. Because
what monster?
What do you? We've probably said this 100 times, but like when they have that big of a gap, what concept can you do that is appropriate for everyone?
Monster. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Like, what do you do? Especially in YG. Like, what are they?
Well, they're gonna wear combat boots.
Yes. There's gonna be a tank in the back. We all know that.
Someone's gonna wear.
It's gonna be the most expensive music video that they have ever done, and there's gonna be nothing. They're gonna be giving just themselves.
Oh,
you know.
Well, yeah. A nice. Daisy says, "Child, YG needs to stop. They ain't been a family since like 2012." Familiar.
Yeah, like Icon's gone. They're a different company completely.
They're like, well, we never really. I don't know. Actually, no. Wasn't that the one people said that they liked more? And Winner was like, they were mad when Winner won that.
Yeah.
Next thing, yeah. He was like, why?
And then Icon became their own thing.
Yeah. And then Bobby became his own thing with his family and his wife, which was beautiful.
Oh, what's his name? B.I. left and became his own thing, for real.
Oh, yeah. Did he go to jail?
What?
Bi.
I don't think he did. Did he?
Dang. That's just so
I mean, he's
crazy.
out here making music.
That's true.
I
That
love
makes
that song
sense.
from last year.
Camille says, I have a theory that companies nowadays are making group with a built-in manager.
Imagine. Because just like, I can't even sing, guys. They just like put somebody else, like they just dub me, you know?
Y'all are out of
I'm
control.
just here to actually just watch everybody.
Y'all are out of control.
She's been trained in hospitality. That's about it.
Oh yeah, I guess this does kind of correspond though with that 2 age gap. But absolutely not. Absolutely not. V says, I feel sorry for the 20-year-old. How is she gonna be? Yeah, this no. Bi was supposed to get promotion. But charges got dropped. I think. Oh, probation, but charges got dropped. Oh, hey, he beat the charges. Or beat the allegations. All right. So, like I said, I think there is some type of pre-debut track that's like slated, but from what he said, it looks like they won't be debuting until fall. And I think somebody said it was because it corresponds with one of the girls, I guess, getting older, even though they're all severely underage. But someone mentioned, I think it was on Reddit, how recently we talked about how there was a new law that's in place that limits minors to like 30 hours. So I don't know how they're gonna do that, but good luck.
That's why it's gonna take so long. It was supposed to be fall. It's gonna actually be fall of next year.
Oh my god! Now YG finally has an excuse because it's all.
Yeah. I'm like, oh man, the 30 hours came up so quick. We were so close to perfection, but we have to like push it out a little bit more. In fact, they're not even gonna say anything. I don't even know why I'm giving them any voice. It's just gonna be they're coming out next year. 2 weeks before they come out.
Oh gosh. Andre says, I mean, this is more multinational than Kepler. I feel like
is it?
We gotta get them. Well, it's
only 3.
It literally has. I was like trying to think, and I was like, oh, it literally has their nationalities under.
Yeah, it's like Japanese and Thai.
I think it's interesting the fact that, if you remember, Lisa was the first non-Korean idol to debut under YG. So for them to go to that, to have this fully very international group, is quite interesting. But yeah. All right, we'll keep you guys posted. Okay, for the last story, we have some positive Loona news. So we were currently in the process, I guess you would say, of monitoring the Loona girls getting their freedom from Block B Creative. And we got some good news that Vivi and Hyunjin from Loona have been granted their injunction in the case of BlackBerry versus BlackBerry Creative. So they were one of the 4, I believe, members that got blocked when all the members filed those injunctions a few months ago. And so people were worried about those girls because they want them all. A lot of fans want them just together promoting, and they realize that would be an obstacle if they're at the beck and call of BlackBerry Creative. So now we have 2 more girls that are free. I didn't find anything about if they signed with anyone, because I think a lot of people now that the other members signed with Mod House, they want everyone to go with Mod House because then they could just have Loona and with the person with the original vision, which is really cool. But I don't think I've heard any news, but hopefully that would be cool if that was the direction they were going in. Jazz, thoughts?
I mean, I don't know. Good for them. I feel like you kind of like already talked about. Good for them.
You gotta play devil's advocate.
So I was gonna say, like, I was gonna ask, like, what people thought, like, if they would join Artemis, which is the other group, with everybody, all the other people, minus Chu. So I feel like that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
But it's hard to know right now.
And that'll be like a nice spin in like BBC's face. Like, not only are we leaving you, but we're linking up with the girls elsewhere. So
yeah,
cry me a river. Ooh, interesting. I hope BBC doesn't do anything with Vivi's citizenship since she's not under them. Yeah, I was gonna say if the contract itself got injunctioned, I would imagine that anything tying to it would be like. I mean, I know like when you are working on like a visa or whatever, like that's very strict. But I feel like maybe because they are doing this lawsuit, there might be exceptions or whatever to whatever that would be.
Yeah. Also, if she gets another company. I would assume
That's true.
BBC has nothing to do with her citizenship at that point.
That's true. Well, hopefully she finds something quick then. And I'm sure there's like a bunch of, people reaching out.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, bam, 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 bam. Moving on. Do you have something for the Shoe Minute? Because I definitely don't have something for the Kyung Second, which is terrible.
I guess for both of them, Kai went to the army, so they had like little pictures.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying in their news, Kai went to the army. All right.
No, they had pictures like they did the hand on the head thing,
Aww.
and then it's like a picture. Wow. What I'm seeing is like Schumann doesn't have his own thing. Still, it's been about 87 years since I gave you all those photos.
Stop! I will use them. I just, this was a passion project.
And
so.
he was the podcast boyfriend before Kyung-soo was even a thought in anyone's mind.
I don't recall, but I'll look into it and get back to you.
We can watch the tapes. It's okay.
I'll do some research and we can circle back around.
Don't delete the tapes.
I delete my whole Twitter, my Twitch and my YouTube. But you think I don't suffer? Do you see that he has blue colored contacts in one of those pictures? Because I couldn't Photoshop them out. You think that doesn't kill me? Yeah. That doesn't kill me every single time I play that intro?
You could fix it.
I tried to, but it looked scarier. I tried to color over them brown, and it looked like he looked like Chucky. You can just make
them fully black.
Oh my god, that's even more terrifying. It looked like a bug.
Off black. You can't get fully black.
It looked like a bug.
Oh yeah, that song is number 19 now.
That is so true. Let's make this a 50-50 minute. A 50-50. 50-50 in the newsroom. So the true podcast boyfriend, 50-50's song cues.
Just a song. Whoa. Podcast boyfriend feeling lonely.
The girlies are on the rise. 50-50. We had been doing like a little chart watch with 50-50 and seeing how high they can climb the Billboard Hot 100, and it was revealed that this week they've officially broke the top 25, which was actually like predicted, but their official rank for this week was 19. So again, they're still joined by Blackpink and BTS with being the first, or being only one of only 3 groups to chart that high, Korean groups, but they obviously were the fastest in the fact that they just debuted in November, and it seems like they're not losing any momentum yet, so I feel like we might see them crack the top 10, maybe the top 5. Do we think that they're going top 5? Top 5 or 5?
Not yet. I don't know. I still haven't heard them on the radio, and I think that's what's throwing me. Like, until I actually hear it on the radio, I don't know. They definitely won't be number 1, because I don't know what is his name?
Morgan Wallace or whatever.
Yeah, Walker or something. Like, I don't know what that song is, but he's up there.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And I think he's staying there strong.
Yeah, the fact that Miss Kill Bill is being blocked. Well, it was blocked by Flowers first, I think, but is being blocked in that song has me gagged. So,
is it the song that's like that country guy?
It is a country song. I forget how it sounds, so I listened to it once.
I think I hear it in my head because there's one country song that comes on the radio. Then I'm like, no. Nope.
Like, no, thank you.
Don't like country. Not for me.
Let's see. Strawberry says, I'm officially an army wife again. I was in the trenches waiting for Kyung-soo. I'm sorry, y'all. I was gonna talk about how you showed me that like that movie he was allegedly.
Oh yeah, Moon.
And yeah, it actually has like a release date now. So, but I'll be attending the premiere, so it's like I might as well just cover it then. As his +1.
Yes.
How dare
Do you have a dress?
I do. I just got my package from Shein, so fingers crossed.
Oh.
Fingers crossed it didn't disintegrate.
You're going to a premiere in Shein.
Is that a problem? He's a spokesperson for Shein. He has an Instagram deal with Shein. You didn't know?
First of all, does he even have an Instagram? Do you have an Instagram deal? I think you need that first.
It's a private Instagram.
Oh, ooh. Mm.
Mm.
Secret Instagram.
Oh, I said too much. Um, Jordy says, I think at this point, K-pop stands are streaming the song to prove a point. So top 10 might be possible. Is it? Is it? Are they rallying? I did see that thing where people, BTS is already on the brain for some people because somebody was like, oh, you showed me. Somebody was like, if
Oh yeah.
if 50/50 wins a Grammy before BTS, I'll like die, but like of laughter. And I was like, do you think that this song is on a Grammy track? That would be crazy.
Imagine. Imagine it has like a even like a resurgence, like where it just like goes to number one, beats Morgan Wallace or whatever his name is.
Wallet.
And then Walker Wallace something Wallers. A wallet. Sorry.
Morgan Walker.
But
Stan, I'm
watchers
so
like do
sorry.
that.
That'd be wild.
Beat Kill Bill, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they win the Grammy of Best Song of the Year.
Oh my god, imagine best
Best
song,
record.
best new artist, best record, album of the
Uh-huh.
year. Despite it only having like 4 songs, and
Right. I need to start streaming.
that
Streaming
would be
more.
kind of crazy because it's so cool. I think it's just cool that like somebody you would never expected from an agency
Yeah.
that literally built shop 2 seconds ago is the one that like knocks down all these walls. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's next. Oh yeah, so next is the music. I'll be honest, I only listened to 2 of these.
Oh, there. I honestly don't remember what I have there.
You took really.
I think I only commented on 2 songs, so those are.
All right, so first up we have Aespa, who is now
too spicy for your love.
Is it love or heart? Is it love or heart? Is it I'm too spicy for your love or too spicy for your love?
Oh yeah, heart.
Oh, okay.
Or
yeah.
wait, now I'm confused.
I don't know. I meant to look at the lyrics because I'm like, what are they actually saying?
I think it's heart because they like do like a heart at the end. They're like, "I'm too spicy for your heart." Pull the fire alarm. So I think it's heart.
Well, we have Spicy by Aespa. Their big comeback amongst a bevy of girl group, 4th gen girl group comebacks that have happened in these past couple months. And they came back with like a really rock and roll inspired song. I think it's very early 2000s, but a different early 2000s than the R&B that we are hearing a lot. And as you pointed out, it seems like they're paying very much homage to early 2000 teen movies. I would say definitely there's some Mean Girls references in there, but very American high school teen, which I thought was an interesting like way to go. But I'll let you talk first because since these are your nieces, these are your podcast nieces.
I love them so much. I wrote a whole entire like dissertation.
You're like 7 years ago, Karina and Winter.
I'm gonna say like when I first heard this like teaser of this song because they released a teaser of it the day before, and I was like, where are we going with this? Because it was like, there's like a part where it's like, don't stop, but it, like, it just sounds very cheesy. So I was like, oh gosh, please tell me that's not where we're going with this. This is Aespa, we can't do that. But when I heard the whole song, I was like, okay, it's just part of the song. It's not like the main part. So like, I definitely liked it more. It's not my favorite song on their album. But it's still very good to me. I also liked Giselle's little rap in her second verse. And then I also like just like the Y2K, like the early 2000 vibes that it was. And their last scene, there's a scene in there that just reminds me of the Powerpuff Girls, like the way they're dressed and just like the colors that they have. Like there's a green one, there was a pink. I think there were 2 pink, and then there was blue. And I was like, oh, that is so cute. They look so cute. Karina just looks so good. I don't know. For the past like week or 2 weeks, I've just been like on a Karina like I'm like, oh my gosh, she is superior to every girl of this generation. Everybody needs to just
not a stan.
I think I like change my favorite person in Aespa like every like 6 months. So in the next 6 months, I might go back to Winter because I think.
Oh, you were a Winter stan before?
I think I started off with Winter, then I went to Giselle, then I went to Ning Ning, and now I'm at Karina, and now I'm probably gonna go back to Winter.
A true stan, right? Though, because you're crying throughout the girls. I actually think I like. Well, the thing is, I don't know them. I don't follow them closely enough, I think, to really have a favorite. But I love that every time I see Winter, she looks annoyed. Like, she just has a really strong, like, what is it called, RBF or whatever. But I think it's so funny because she just looks so annoyed, and I hope it doesn't turn into the whole, oh, she's bad attitude or whatever, because I think I think it's hilarious. Like, I just, like, she always just looks like, get out of my face, which is just very, I was like, okay, Crystal, okay, 4th gen Crystal. But yeah, also, bye, Leanne, thank you for hanging around. Oh my god, commencement ceremony. Oh, girl, you better get that diploma.
Graduating? Wait, what?
Oh my god, you would be graduating. You were just talking about taking our last classes. Oh my god.
You're graduating already? What happened? Wait, COVID's a mess. I hate this. Wait, I'm so confused. I was like, what? I'm very confused.
All right, so thank you but Leanne, have a nice, get some rest. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yes.
Congrats.
Slay the house down, boots down.
Go party after too.
Yeah. Party, stay hydrated. But I hope you have a good one. Get a lot of good sleep. All right, y'all. My thoughts of the song, I don't really have much, I'll be honest. I didn't like it at first, but then after listening to it, I definitely appreciate the chorus. I think it's really, really cool, and I think it's catchy and fun. But I hate playing the comparison game, but I think it just helps me put things into perspective. It's just that, like, with a lot of the other girl group songs that have been coming out lately, I instantly am just like, I want to listen to this again, and I just didn't feel that much with this song. Although, again, after I listened to it a few more times, I really do love that chorus. But I guess I'm not somebody who's partial to, like, when it's like that rap thing, like that. I will say though, it like kind of gave me FX vibes a bit.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people saying FX.
Yeah.
Like, this is more like FX.
Yeah.
Which I can see that.
Yeah, like a rum-pum kind of.
Have you listened to their album?
I only listened to Thirsty because that one, and Salty and Sweet.
That was like a week ago.
But it's on the album. No, because I only heard the Thirsty one. That was only a snippet. The video got released. That wasn't the full song.
They had like snippets of all their songs except for one of them. So you're slacking.
Oh, well. If I felt moved to actually, no, just kidding.
How dare.
But I planned to. I didn't really like Salty and Sweet and Salty, but I did like Thirsty, and I knew I would. So period.
All the Aespa fans, I forgot what they're called. Mize? They love Salty and Sweet, and they swear by it. But I'm like, that's not me. So,
that ain't
I like
me.
Thirsty. I think they have a song called My World. That was their pre-release.
Oh,
they actually released everything. I love that song.
Oh, really?
Like, I just like songs that are very atmospheric or something. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say
it's very much. It gives me like video game vibes, and I love like when I feel like I'm like getting ready to play a video game or something. Like kind of like what's that song from Simple and Clean? Like, I feel like that song has like a very like, it's like very atmospheric, where it's like you feel like you're about to like be in this game, and I like that. And Welcome to My World is kind of like that.
Sorry. Yeah, I have to go back and listen, because I remember hearing My World and it was just like a lot for me, so I was like, I need to go back and listen. Yeah, I didn't really like it that much.
It's a lot, though.
Maybe I have a bias. Like, not like overwhelming. I was just like, okay, it's doing a lot of something I'm not interested in hearing at the moment. So maybe I need to be like in a certain last phase.
I was like, I feel like this song is more a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My World's more like it's a chiller song. So
that's fair. All right, we're not gonna vote. We're just gonna go to the next song. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get some time. Make sure there's time for open bar. So, okay. Wait, Andre says, not gonna lie, the Welcome to My World MV was giving Isu Man vibes since he wanted them to sing about the earth and sustainability and all that jazz. Is that what that song's about?
What? No.
Oh.
Welcome to My... Well, the whole entire thing for this comeback is like the last 3 comebacks that they've had was like them fighting Black Mamba, and they finally beat them, Black Mamba, in Girls.
What? Oh my god, yeah. I had no idea about this lore. I had no idea.
Yeah, they have lore. Like comics.
You better stand.
Yeah. I didn't know. I'm just like, I've been seeing this a lot because like people keep saying like, this doesn't sound like Aespa, like a lot of videos. And every time I would go on, like all the Aespa fans would be like, you guys just don't even pay attention to Aespa. So like, you don't even know what their theme is. Mm-hmm. So why are you guys talking about it? And so like they keep explaining it. So I've read so many people talking about that. So now I know that this is like, they have 2 concepts of like, one is them fighting in this virtual world, which is like the Black Mamba stuff and all that. And then there's the real world where it's just them being their real selves. So like after they beat Black Mamba, they go back into like, you know, Earth. Mm-hmm. Like they're back here. And they're telling, I think they bring back Novice. Like they're fighting Black Mamba to help Novice. And then Novice they bring to the real world. And so that my Welcome to My World is basically like, welcome to my world. This is our world.
Okay, Aespa historian. That's a lot, though. I did not know any of that was going on. I feel like, though, weirdly, I don't really watch their music. Well, I definitely didn't watch the comics, but I don't watch their music videos very closely. Like, I'll maybe check them out once, but then usually... And that's not to say I don't listen to them, because I played Savage like it was my job. But I just didn't really... I would play it on, like, Spotify. Most of their music I listen on, like, Spotify. So I don't really see the visuals. But that's really insane. That's actually, dare I say it, kind of cool.
You know,
I need to see the actual like comics though. To make sure it's cool.
Saving the world.
But also, where are those avatars? Haven't seen them since Dream Come True.
In the virtual world.
Dang. Digimon Digital Monsters.
I don't know.
Aespa.
Not
all right.
that deep.
You're like, I still need 3 layers of lore to penetrate before I get to that.
Yep.
All right, next song we have Allergy by Idol, and they were giving their Taylor Swift "She Wears Short Shorts, I Wear Jean Shorts" or whatever that song is called, or however it goes.
You Belong to Me with Me. Is that
yeah, which I actually liked it though. Like, okay, I did think the song was a bit kind of on the corny side, but I did like the my Mira, my allergy thing. I like that kind of like that kind of metaphor or whatever you would call it. I thought that was like its saving grace, but I think the chorus being in English, so I can just understand it directly without translations, I did think it was kind of like basic, but I kind of understand. But like, it is a common sentiment, right? Like being like, why can't I be like, you know, the pretty popular person you like, that kind of thing. So it is like a common, very common, real like feeling a lot of people do feel. So I'm not gonna like dog on it too much because it's a genuine emotion. I just thought like, I don't know, girls. These lyrics, I don't know. I don't know. I was just giving Disney Channel.
Oh, I was gonna say. I think that's what. Yeah, I said it reminded me of a Disney movie song.
Yeah.
And like, I'm so confused with what this 2000s stuff is, because this is the second like music video this week.
Yeah.
That Legally Blonde, like Mean Girls type thing happening. And I'm very confused.
I thought that was so funny because I felt like they were the nerdy girl. This was the nerdy girl song to Aespa's hot girls, like hot popular.
But they also had hot girls in it, so I was confused.
That's true. But I feel like the perspective of the song was more from like the one that's not popular. And I was like, did y'all plan this? This is another Set Me Free Jimin versus Twice thing.
Oh gosh. Except they're on the same side, not beefing.
That's true. But yeah, it was quite interesting. One thing that did kind of snatch me was at the end of the music video, where it was just like, sit now, take a deep breath and be ready to become a queen. I was like, I love a to be continued moment. Eat it up, girls.
Their music video, I think, was the best music video from K-pop that I've seen
This one?
in a while.
This Algae music video?
Yes. Like, I haven't seen a music video that I actually cared for at all.
Dang, you better stand.
Like, the only ones that I've, like, XG is the only people that, like, those are the only music videos that I've cared for in the realm of K-pop, but I don't really consider them fully K-pop. So, like, but no one's ever reached that level for me this year.
Dang.
And, like, they're at least closer because it's, like, the story is, like, easy to follow. It looks nice. It looks like they put money into it to look good. Everyone looks good. I don't know.
That's true.
It's just good.
For me, I still really like Ditto, but I can definitely see the appeal of this music video.
Oh, I forgot about Ditto. But I also just don't think I've watched it.
I gotta go.
I'm gonna be
honest. Wait, you never watched the whole thing? Not the A side or the B side?
I think I watched the one. But whatever first one came out, I think I've seen it once. But yeah. Didn't really care for that either. It's just schoolgirls.
Dang. But it's a beautiful story about maturity.
Giving G-friend.
How dare. How dare you.
It's been done before. Okay.
Stay in the middle. If I was in a music video, this is how I would just tell them to do it close.
It would just be up in your face.
Up in my nostrils.
Oh no, man. Oh my god.
Wow. This
the fact that you can move your nostrils. I don't think I can do that.
Oh my god, you can see my forehead wrinkles. All right.
Do you have forehead wrinkles?
Yeah, I do. Hold on.
Where? Even when you're doing that, you have nothing going
well, actually,
on.
I'm doing it the wrong way. Wait.
Even, you see?
There we go.
Barely. And they didn't even stay.
Wow, I really do. I don't know why they're like...
The Botox is working.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Shawls. I think that's the shoe guy, the shoe insert guy, Dr. Scholes. He puts some of that in my forehead. So,
oh my gosh, I think you might need to go to the hospital.
He puts some of that in my forehead. So,
oh my god.
All right, y'all. Do you want to do the 17 song?
I honestly forgot what it sounded like.
Woozy.
But I will say that other song that they came out with, oh my gosh, that song, when I heard it it came on when I was driving, and I was like, this is hype. I like this. Like, I think I just need to be in the right like mood to listen to it, because like when I first listened to it, I was like, it's 6 a.m. I'm not trying to dance anywhere, but when I'm driving home, I'm like, okay, this is good. I like this. It's definitely still like this is like a performance song, but I like it. I like my like, it's just so good.
Yeah, it is really good. They're such an interesting group because I feel like they're having a slight renaissance currently.
Oh yeah, they're like they're always in the top 10 now.
I heard like they got the highest number of pre-sales or something, like over 4 million pre-sales for their album.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like really a slow burn. I mean, they always have been popular, but I feel like I think it's kind of like what you said now, like with like BTS being kind of in the army and stuff, it's really clearing the way for other boy groups to shine, and not in a shady way.
Finally,
yeah.
No, it's shady. I can't.
Stop.
No, she's being shady.
I mean, this is a safe space. Don't let her bully us. All right. In that case, I don't even know what the original thing is. Wait, I think I have a theme for this. Wait, no. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. All right, guys. Oops. It's time for open bar. But I actually need to use the bathroom.
Wow.
So can you all chat amongst yourselves? Why is that?
No.
Oh, Jazz, you can just lead it, actually.
Lead what?
Just
I have no authority.
y'all. What did y'all want to talk about? All right, I'll be gone.
This is why I want to be second in command, but also never in command.
Okay, Sakura. Yeah, I'll be like 2 seconds. Let me put these down so you guys
2 seconds.
don't hear me in the background. I'm not your window.
I have nothing to say. But I will say that Aespa did break a record. Oh, well, their own personal record. And they're the second highest record in girl group history, which is very cool. And I will always be talking about Aespa, but I don't know what other stuff that you guys. Oh wait, I see that the BTS book. I heard that like apparently Taylor Swift fans thought that it was going to be her book for the longest time, and then like I think somebody said that it wasn't her, and then now it's being released that it's BTS. So it's very interesting. I don't know what that's going to be about. Like, I wonder if it's going to be like an actual chapter book or like a picture book or something. Day is that coming out? Can't even find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, July 9th. Also, speaking of BTS, I saw that Jimin is also gonna be in a song for Fast X.
I'm back.
So that's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, Andre, it's supposed to be like a memoir-ish thing. But I'm like confused on how you do that for the BTS book. I'm confused on how you do that with. Was it how many people are in the group? 7?
Wait, what kind of book?
How do you do that with? It's supposed to be like about them. But how do you do that when there's 7 of them and one of them is in? 2 of them are in the army. No, yeah, 2.
Well, did they write it beforehand? Like, what do you mean?
Still, how do you write 7 people writing
That's
one book?
Crazy. Yeah.
How does that work?
That is kind of crazy. I don't know. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would be interested in it. So you get a good enough writer. Maybe they each get like 4 chapters or something. Like maybe it's individual written chapters, but then it's compiled into one book.
Maybe.
But Jimin better have at least 8 chapters. Like if everyone has 3, he needs.
For me to do what? What are you gonna?
For him to really let us know the Prince of Pop.
Let us know what.
Let us know the journey of the Prince of Pop. Don't do G-Mini like this.
What journey?
Don't do Chim Chim like this. From Alpha Omega beginning to end.
Oh, wait. What?
I don't know. I just stand.
Alpha Omega beginning. What?
Alpha Omega beginning to end. We need to know. I need to know when he was in that dance school. I need to know when he
decided he was going to be in the group.
Yeah. When he decided.
Well, he didn't, because somebody else decided he was going to be in the group. That was a trick question. You failed.
When he decided he was going to be Beyonce's son, when he decided he was going to be a icon.
Does Beyonce know about this?
She will in due time, my friend.
Like Beyonce would be like, "Wait, what? We can be friends."
She's like, "No, we can't. I don't know who you are." So no. He's like, "I'm sorry, I do not."
Get his name off the stage.
I do not know who you are. Dun, dun. And then her like ponytail's like, "Me either."
There's a wind. She's like standing there at the spotlight. Like, get up, get him off my stage. To the left, to the left.
He's like, no, no. Oh, it's a memoir. Honestly, they better talk about the Inkigayo sandwiches, or I'm not buying it. I'm just kidding. That would
what I need is a memoir from EXO. I'm standing by this until the day I die. I need to know what happened. What was happening? What did Suho say? What did Tao say when he? Well, did he even say anything? Did he also have a letter written to EXO saying like, "I'm just leaving the group"? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like his dad's just like, "This is Tao here. from his dad. He's now not in the group. He doesn't like you guys anymore.
Check yes, check
He
no.
wants his own studio, and he didn't get it, so...
It's so funny knowing that he, like, comes from a rich family, because why even do any of this? Just be rich and do, like, that would just seem
well,
like...
they all were.
Cut the middle.
Except for Lay.
Wow. He was the last one there? No, just kidding.
But I guess when you have money, you just do whatever you want.
That's kind of true. Me too. Or when you have money, you can have a spine for when you're badly treated because you're not desperate.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not a shady thing. That's just kind of like, in some ways, poorer idols are taken advantage of because of that, because you don't have any choice. But yeah. Oh wait, that memoir that Swifties ran up the bestseller list, they are saying it's BTS. Oh, if wait, what happened?
So like I was watching something where like I think it was Philip DeFranco, but he was talking about like how there was a book that was supposed to be coming out in July, and all the Swifties thought it was Taylor Swift. Like they had like theories. Like apparently she said something about the date in like a music video or something. She was writing a book in one of her music videos. So they're like, oh, it's her. She's writing a memoir. She's gonna release it. So they pre-ordered a lot of them just pre-ordered this book before seeing anything about it.
Jeez, Stan Cole.
And then they found out that it wasn't Taylor Swift. Like it was confirmed that it wasn't her. But I think it's come out that it's the BTS memoir instead.
Not them getting Taylor Swift coins when they're already gonna get.
Oh well, coins. I think they refunded everybody. Like they felt like all the companies were like, oh, let's give them the money back because like all of y'all probably did not mean to buy this.
Yeah, I'm like, anyway, fight with your credit card company, I guess.
Oh my god. I mean, if you're the book company, you're not getting anything really out of it.
That's true. I'll fight back if you try to charge it as a fraudulent claim. Oh wait. Kind of crazy that right after Suga performed on Jimmy Fallon, the writers went on strike. They're like, let's wait for Suga, and then we can go on strike. That whole strike is kind of crazy. The fact that they're like not just submitting to their demands, because I heard it was like they want like a 3% in like pay increase. I'm like, girls, if you don't give them like the damn 3%, like all.
Well, they've always been like that.
That's
like,
so sad.
I remember in 2007, because I remember I was used to watch Desperate Housewives. She was due to me.
Sorry, I opened one of the pictures.
But I used to watch Desperate Housewives in like 2007 or 2008, and then they went on strike then too. And apparently they went on strike years before that too.
Oh my god!
And it was like weeks long just for them to get like good pay.
That is
and it's
so
like
sad.
They continuously have to do this like every like decade, I feel like, or 15 years or something.
Just give them their money. Jeez.
Not cool.
That's so greedy too. Because look, like literally you'd rather not have your shows on air than give these people the money they need when you know that like the billionaires that, you know, get like are promised like 3 times the money they put in for like, you know, funding the project to get all this money that they do not need. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying how that works. But yeah, I'm hoping not even just for it because you know, I kind of want SNL to come back, but like not even just for that, but it's just kind of like, yeah, that must be kind of stressful to like be out of work, not sure if your demands are going to be met, you know. That's really sad.
But it's cool to see like the hosts, like late night shows, like supporting all that.
Which I'm kind of confused about that. So who is ripping them off?
Probably like the studios.
Oh, okay. Question for. Wait, I have a question. How are you guys highlighting these questions? Are you seeing the questions highlighted in the chat, or is it just my thing? Oh, why are some questions highlighted? That's weird. Anyway, Andre says, question for everyone since we talked about Beyonce for a bit. What K-pop artist would you pay if you had to? Yeah.
No one.
I am so sorry.
I heard like the other day, like the average is like, or the lowest is like 900 or something, and I was like, people are uploading these videos. I can just do that. I'll do that.
Someone streamed on.
I think she's uploading the videos. Like, so I might as well just watch it there.
I feel bad. I feel like But the thing is, to be fair, there's no artist in general that would play Beyonce's level prices for. Even now, because I don't want to speak too soon because I think it could be literally anything. But I noticed some of the tour videos I'm watching, she's not really dancing like that. Like, she's kind of just doing a jig.
You're dragging her.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's kind of what I would like.
Beehive?
You know, Beachella.
You know what to do.
Beachella.
Sting.
You know. Sting me. Honestly, sting me. I regretted that as soon as I said it.
I haven't seen the video still.
She's going to just give it a little jig, but, you know, it's no Beachella, which is fine and fair. I'm just saying. But I don't know. Like, I don't think, and maybe if there was this was a couple years ago, maybe like 5 years ago, I'd have a different answer. But I just feel like I'm not that fanatic anymore about anything.
Yeah.
Which is so crazy to say as somebody who hosts a weekly. But like fanatic, like I'll be fanatic as in like obsessively talk over something. But like it really has to be something that I'm very, very sure that it will be a good experience. And I definitely like there's artists that I'm obsessed with, but I definitely think I expect a certain type of quality performance if I'm going to pay. And
yeah,
I don't even know what to say. Like, there's definitely idols I can give that I like that can give really good performances, but enough for me to want to play night because that's a lot of money for me, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not even just about it, and that's why sometimes like I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like I don't have this street cred to be hosting this show.
Because you don't want to drop all that money.
I mean, yes. I mean, like I see people on Twitter or like TikTok who like behind them have like a shelves and shelves of albums that must have cost them upwards towards like $2,000. Or
you can probably get them now, and they're cheap.
That's fair.
Just like fake it.
But I feel like realistically, I mostly listen to my music through Spotify, and I'm already so messy that having more stuff, even if it's from a collectible aspect, I feel like is not good for me. But like, or I see like people who are like, follow me as I follow BTS across their US world tour, and it's like people who literally go to every single stop. But like, it's like with people with that level of enthusiasm, sometimes I'm like, do I even have a right to be like, oh, I'm a K-pop fan?
Well, are they actually streaming though? Know that? Because how could you doing all of that?
That's true. I don't know. But I mean, it's not anything I'm envious of, right? Because you're right. If I maybe decided that was the path I wanted to go, I could probably pull some strings to maybe not follow them on tour. That's crazy. But like get more albums and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just like expressing my fandom in a different way. And I feel like maybe sometimes because it's not as showy, it doesn't seem as like authentic or whatever, which is like a weird thing to grapple with.
I find that weird because concerts are different media, and like sometimes it's not for everyone, because I know I don't care for concerts, and I never liked them before I even went to a concert. I could tell that I was just not gonna feel it. Like it's just like hearing people singing with the people, like it's like I just want to hear the person. I don't need y'all joining in. I don't even need me joining in. So like this is not an enjoyable experience.
I don't even need me physically there. Okay.
Exactly. That's why YouTube videos are just fine. And even then, I'm still like, why do I hear everybody just like chattering? It's too much.
What do you want the person to be like, silence? And then put up their iPhone.
Well, 13. I want silence, which is why I'm like, it's not for me. Y'all can talk and sing. Because I know if I was performing, I would want people to sing with me. But if I'm watching, I don't want to hear you. It's like when you're watching a movie. Oh, you don't want to hear people talking next to you. It's like, what the heck? Stop talking. Trying to watch the movie.
That's fair. A Daisy says, I'm with Jazz. Like, I dropped $800 for a B-Tix, and I'd never do that for any K-pop group or person. Yeah,
I don't think I'll do that for anybody. I'm so sorry.
I was
not even Beyonce.
I was thinking, because I might do something similar to that because I'm going to see Usher in his residency this year. Ooh. But it's not only it's for the full experience, right? Like it's not just $800 for the tickets. It's for like the hotel, going to Vegas,
what?
Blah,
oh,
like all inclusive or whatever. So like it's a bit.
There was that invite.
I didn't know you like Usher like that.
I would love to see Usher.
This is the first time I'm hearing about you liking Usher.
Did I like Usher?
Yes.
I've always liked Usher.
Wait, I've never heard this. I've never heard this.
Did I like Usher?
You've never said this to me.
Sure. Oh,
And how does
I like majority R&B people from like 2000s,
okay.
90s.
This is literally the first, but I guess that does make sense as a
Wow.
whole, but yeah, so I want to see him. And I was thinking maybe Rain. Just because
$800
yeah, that's hard.
for just a ticket?
Yeah, okay.
Wait, was the Usher ticket $800?
No, it was like a package, so I actually don't know how the
Okay.
ticket was itself. But that's really hard because it would be like one of those things where I know that he's not gonna come to the US or perform for that, like because he has two babies, a wife. He's kind of like on that other side of like his his career. And I just love him so much. I literally know all his songs. I loved him for so long. So it would just kind of be like a bucket list to like. So if it was like, oh, to get really good tickets, make sure I'm sitting on his lap. Make sure he sounds.
I don't think that would happen.
Listen, I'm just setting my boundaries, okay? What I'm comfortable with.
How's that setting your boundaries? I feel like you're setting his boundaries. No, you're passing his boundaries. I think he set them, and you're just like, no.
Listen, I'm just saying the guidelines in which I would pay $400. I mean, $800. Andre says, yeah, with the new technology like streaming, and I guess studios are using Chat GPT to write scripts. Like, oh, pay them. What?
Which, I'm sorry, Chat GPT is not that smart.
Yeah.
It's learning. But it's not like there yet. Like I've seen so many videos of people putting stuff into Chat GPT.
Yeah.
And then it's just like incoherent or just stupid things.
Yeah.
Like it's good for ideas.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But not fully fleshed out scripts. Like you're not gonna get something good.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing that's what I'm supposed to know. Daisy says, bus. No! JK, but B had surgery on her foot or knee, so I guess she can't. Okay. Yeah, that's what I assumed. I was like, let me bite my tongue because it literally seems like she might be injured in some capacity, so I don't want to give her too much. But yeah, that is really smart working at the venue to see it for free. That's what I used to always do. When I would go to cons, I would always volunteer, so I wouldn't have to pay. But then it got just too out of control. People were crazy. It's just I don't even want to speak on the experience. It can't be worse than KCON 2015. I stayed in a room with 300 other people, and that lady was trying to make her.
Was that 2015? What year was that?
Maybe 17.
Oh, okay, good.
I think
because I was like, whoa.
I don't know.
Whoa.
I'm so traumatized. I'm so traumatized. I don't know. I hope that woman's doing well. And I hope she hasn't sold her child for 17 tickets or something. But she was wild for no reason.
You know that girl is not talking to her mom.
Hopefully. Her mom
like, remember that time that you took my tickets? I don't.
She said, I need to find another ticket or my daughter's going to have to hang out outside. With you. Like, imagine not being like, I'll give this ticket to my... No, like, we need to find this other ticket or my daughter's going to have to stand outside and watch me meet Jay from day 6. I said...
I swear. My mom ever said that? No.
Oh, God.
I would have stole those tickets so quick. She would not have known. She would have been like, wait a minute. These are just cardboard abouts. Where'd my tickets go? And I'd give it to a stranger, another extra ticket.
So not only just doing it for yourself, but punishing her. Be like, you don't get any ticket, even though there's an extra. That'd be funny. Jay, it's Usher. Who don't like him? You know what? That's fair. I wasn't really... You know what we should have went to? The Lovers and Friends Festival.
What is that?
It's like a festival that like focuses on like early 2000s R&B, so like Usher, Ludacris, I don't know, those type of people. Christina Aguilera, Loona. I think it's in Vegas. It was in Vegas this year. Okay. Apparently it's Chris Brown.
Oh, it was this week?
Yeah.
I mean, or last week. Missy Elliott, why is this so freaking bright? Like, literally, It is
poster?
like in chrome. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's, like,
it's that
blue
very
chrome.
corny early 2000s.
2000s. Mariah Carey, Pitbull.
Yeah, I'm like,
Christina
is this
Aguilera,
real?
Miguel. That's a Summer Walker. What? Okay, all right. Now we're getting to places. People that I am like,
you know, it's aesthetic.
I'm sorry. After seeing that one video of her just like, and Usher's out here like,
I said,
like he said,
look at my baby putting in work. Look at him putting in work and trying to make this.
And then he looked so defeated. Like he was like, yeah, okay,
I feel bad for her though, because she said that she has like anxiety, and I'm like,
but why is she still there? It's been years since she said that,
I think
and
her
I'm
company
like,
forces her because I feel like that's where the big money are, like performances and touring.
She needs a sue.
Yeah, honestly.
Or get some, like, I don't know, do something. Put on a blindfold, face the other way. Have people dance around you, but you're in the back.
Exactly.
So it's not like it's Usher dancing around you. Like, that was very blatantly in your face.
Like,
he was out here side moonwalking.
It was a mess. I feel so bad for him. But you looked good, Usher. We loved it from home.
You looked good.
Oh my God, Lovers and Friends looked so fun this year. It really did. Remember when everyone thought it was a scam? I was thinking about that exact because it was that lineup is too good to be true. Like, good job.
Also,
Usher.
look at the poster.
Okay, yeah, it is very.
I'm sorry.
They're trying.
Shaggy, Sean Paul.
Low,
right? Okay, hold on. Why didn't you bring this up?
I forgot it existed. Honestly, I only remembered it because people thought it was a scam, and then I forgot it existed.
Genuine. JoJo, In Vogue, Blackstreet. Okay, give me. Who's Kevin? Oh, I know him. Never mind.
We really should have.
Lumity. I haven't heard that name in like 500 years. Frankie J.
From Pretty Ricky.
Oh. No.
Pretty Ricky.
No, he's like, amor. Oh, yes, amor.
What is this feeling? What am I doing wrong? Oh, yeah, we should have. That was it. We should have gone.
Bow Wow.
Little Bow Wow. We just don't go. Or no, whatever. Tambourine by Eve, that song. All right, guys. You don't have to go home. But
we all have to go to Lovers and Friends.
But you got to go to 2024 next to line the pockets of Usher. Yes. But you got to get the heck out of here. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening on the Sleepy Idol, where we laughed, talked, shaded Lucas formerly from NCT. Jazz, do you have anything you want to tell the people before we head out for the night?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Besides Jennifer.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm just saying.
Are you saying I'm not fit to be a mother? Like Paul said Micah's not fit to be a mother?
What's like? It took me a second. I was like, who the heck is Paul? And who is Micah? I forgot that existed. That was a chapter of my life that I closed.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, like that.
Wow. Wow, now you're just like being like,
all that to say.
All right. Wow. You're saying I'm not fit to marry Chelsea like Kwame is fit to marry Chelsea.
Oh gosh. I mean, they're still married, right?
True. And he was gonna break up with Micah anyway, like literally when he went in that pod, so he never actually really liked her like that. It was all
even though he was out here like, oh my god.
He was like, what is this that
crying? Honestly, they might as well put that music over him. It's just like
they couldn't afford it. They could not afford that iconic song.
And you got that other guy being like, it's okay, love, love is blind. Blah blah blah. What's his name?
Andrew?
No, the other one that was with Jackie.
Oh, Marshall.
Yeah, he was out here like, don't leave. Don't. Like, he was out here trying to do like slam poetry in front of this man.
He looks like Amanda the Adventurer, no offense.
Why?
I'm so sorry. That's what I was saying the whole time I was playing that game.
Yeah, I remember you said that. I was like, who? Did she mean Marshall? Not Shane from season whatever that was.
Oh my gosh,
With his eyes bugging out.
He apparently is on drugs, so I don't want to do too much.
Well, he's always been on drugs.
Allegedly. Listen, Shane, don't come for me.
Yes, allegedly.
Please.
Did you see that? He did a TikTok of like saying like, "Oh, blah 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 said that she never did drugs, but like."
Deepty?
Oh yeah, I think it was her. Or yeah,
those people scare me, low key.
Everybody's scary on the show, to be honest.
Truly. I thought Sal was like cute until he was crazy after the altar, and he had that crazy.
Let me tell you, I forgot who that man was. I was looking at the cast and was like, "Who is that?" And I still don't remember what he did. What did he do?
He was the one who dated the girl.
Like, I remember who he dated.
Oh yeah, he was just like weird. I mean, well, to be fair, she just like didn't really like him, and I think he's the one who said no. But he just like brought some. I don't know if it was after the altar. I think he just brought some crazy girl, and they were like dressed as dominatrixes or something. I don't really remember that much, but I just remember he gave really weird energy after the fact. Yeah.
Wow.
A mess. All right.
Everybody watched Love Is Blind.
Oh, everyone. Their PR team. Daisy said, "Did y'all see Genuine fall off the stage?" What?
Oh my gosh! And wasn't he still singing, or was that like a backtrack?
Yeah,
he definitely went. He went, and then fell. And then you can see the guy. Like, he was like a guard that just like looked at him like, "Oop."
As long as he's okay, that's hilarious though. Thank you guys for coming through and having so much fun. You guys make it so much fun. Daisy said had so much fun. A great way to unwind for work. Thank you. I'm glad you could unwind. Oh, Andre says, great stream, y'all. Jazz, come back to Anime Club.
Oh.
You gotta come
When's anime? You can't even make that face where you don't even have a plan.
I was looking in the mirror. There's a mirror off here. So that's yeah.
So we're watching Steins Gate.
Honestly, I don't want to say this on stream because it's a humiliation to me. So I'll tell you later. But
did you watch Steins Gate?
No, I didn't. But there are a lot of people when I was reading up on like Reddit and stuff like that about the movies we did watch that they were like it was a worse. Everything they tried to do, Steins Gate did it better.
Like, honestly, I was like, I think I read the same things that you saw, but like, I remember when I was watching this movie, I was like, I have to rewatch Steins Gate because this is giving that vibe, but it's not it. It's not the same.
Yeah, I think I was trying to give it a lot more credit, but in retrospect, a lot of the stuff surrounding the parallel universe shifting was kind of hard and clunky to grasp. I mean,
I think they just didn't explain it very well. Also, I just didn't feel like reading, so like,
yeah.
Whenever I didn't understand something, I was just like, well, keep it going. I missed it.
Oh wait, did we talk about that baby being on stage with NMIX? Did you see that?
What?
Some person,
like a baby?
Yeah, they like put their baby up on when NMIX was performing on stage, and it started crawling up to one of the members. And the members was like, "What the hell?" So she grabbed it and gave it back to the woman. But apparently, that's not the first time that baby made an appearance. Apparently, they did that at like an Eric Nam concert or something. And I was just like, that person needs to have CPS.
How was she allowed?
I don't know. That has to be somebody's baby sister because I don't see that mom doing that like, to get attention of the members. What are you doing? Y'all need help.
Your baby. No longer is it the underwear, your phone. It's your baby now. You just put your baby up there.
You can't ignore the baby or you're a horrible person.
You can't kick it. You can't like break it. You'll be arrested.
All right. Thank you, V. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, Jordy. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, everyone who came out tonight. Sorry, I can't scream out. Scroll up. Leanne. Everyone who came out tonight for making today such a fun stream. And we will see you back next week. Also check my Twitter for my streams throughout the week. I'll be putting that schedule up on Sundays. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And see you next time on The Sleepy.
I feel like I always get like ready.
I know, you were like, commencing sleepiness. The Sleepy Idol. See you next time. Bye.
Oh, I should have done the villain thing. I'm forgiven. The what? Didn't even notice.